Um. All right. Hey everybody, what's up? How you guys doing? Welcome to 2.5 Pros on a different day. We're on Saturday now. Cause
Yeah.
schedules just lined up better on Saturday. But same, different day, same great taste. You know, same great 2.5 Pros. So yeah, we're
Yes.
here to answer your questions and just talk about just random stuff. Yeah.
Mm.
So I think the first thing that we should talk about probably is this new character just standing right here, Noah. So,
Mm.
what do you guys think about Noah? And was it his path too? What is this? What is it called again? Liberator? Liberator.
Libretto, yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys think about that?
Um. Actually, yeah. I was like, you know how everyone's like just like very hyped about Noah and stuff, and they're all saying, "Oh, Noah's so fun to play." He's like, "No,
Mhm.
I'm enjoying the game so much and stuff and stuff."
Mhm.
Uh, I was just wondering, like, I wonder if people, because I brought this up on my stream, I was wondering if people were confusing just playing a new character all over again from beginning with enjoying Noah. Because I feel like just starting a new game, like playing from beginning, like Elsword, is
Mhm.
pretty fun on its own, aside from like whatever character you're playing. So
Mhm.
I'm not. I understand the hype, but I'm just like, I wonder if the hype will ever die down for Noah, etc., etc. That stuff.
First, okay, so for me personally, my best comparison would be comparing this to when Labby first came out, right? So when Labby first came out, specifically ECW, I was not really enjoying it as much as I am enjoying Noah, because I wasn't really enjoying her gimmick, which was essentially like stacking skills or like the sentimental points or anything like that. But
Mm-hmm.
I do generally like Noah's Phases of the Moon, like Liberator's Obsidian Moon stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think for me more so in terms of my enjoyment, like I enjoy Noah decently. Maybe some of it is playing a new character, but I definitely enjoy Noah more than Labby. So I don't think it's only just the fact that it's a new character for me because I wasn't
Yeah.
really a huge fan of ETW when she first came out.
Mhm. That I feel like Noah is like his suit's pretty like unique. He's pretty cool. Obsidian Moon is a it reminds me of Radiant Souls what's that thing called?
Hello,
That
Labby.
hello yeah. So yeah. Liberator is a lot like Radiant Soul. Uh he's alright. He's pretty cool. I don't mind him. But actually, leveling up a Noel like brought something to my attention. You know what? I feel like KOT should make Lavi and Noah locked characters until you get another character to level 99. Because I just realized how fast like they level up to level 99. And I feel like because of how fast they level up, it gives a bit of a really rough learning process for the character because like you unlock so many skills at one time. It's a bit overwhelming. So I feel like new players shouldn't really play Labi and Noah just because like it boosts you so fast to level 99.
Hmm.
What do you think?
I think it should be the opposite. Actually, I think the other character should be that fast.
Mm.
Like
Hmm.
maybe a
I think.
little bit slow. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I think I was. I think we might be saying this because we. I'm assuming most of us hit the level like we were leveling around when the 80 was the cap in Lanos' endgame, and
Yeah.
like back when capping was like actually hard, and I feel like it's because we've been through that time that we're
Mhm.
saying this, whereas maybe. Whereas maybe like we might be thinking that newer players are tossed into the deep end way too early,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
I guess and like I think I can. But I agree with that they're tossing the deep end too early, but sometimes I wonder whether like that's a good thing or whether that's a bad thing, if it makes any sense. Like for example, like
Yeah.
for me, I feel like I learn faster when I'm punished more for my mistakes. So at least for me, I would prefer to be tossed into the deep end quickly because it makes me learn faster. But that's my learning style. It's not that might not be the case for other people.
Mm.
And yeah, I think, or at least in my perspective, I think it's a bit of a preference.
Mhm.
Yeah. The other thing is because like I was comparing this to like how fast it is to get to level 99 currently. Like
Yeah.
I feel
Or
like
like on other
there's some
characters versus Noah versus Noah's
yeah
popularity.
Mhm.
yeah. Because I was comparing them to that because I feel like how like from Elsa to
I think it's like
Dying, I feel like
I'm
the level up is like pretty. It's like the speed I think is good enough. Like it gives me enough time to learn the characters and whatnot. But I feel like with Noah and Labi, oh, it just feels like very rushed, and it feels like I don't have time to learn the character properly.
You think
wonder,
so?
I wonder whether it's because they needed to have like a different progression, like for lore purposes only, and then they were like, oh, we don't. And then like sometimes I wonder whether that part was rushed because they just didn't have maybe enough like in like time or budget to invest into like the whole like I guess the whole like leveling thing. Or I
Mm-hmm.
guess like because on Delta to Ein you go through so many different areas before you hit 99. Whereas for
Yeah.
Labby and Noah you go through significantly less, and I wonder whether that's just the way. I wonder how much of it is that way from a story perspective, and how much of it is that way because they didn't have the budget or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it might be a mix of both. Just like it's cheaper if you just make less dungeons, and it's just story purposes. Like because having too many characters that start from beginning to end would just not make sense, like story wise. I think.
Because like
Definitely.
here well keep going because I need to look something up real quick.
Okay.
Huh? Oh.
Okay,
Yeah.
so no, I'm sorry about that. So I looking at and trying to remember my free to play series when I was doing that. So with the character I was experienced with NI, it took me I would say around 4 or 5 hours compared to the I would say around 2 hours that Labby and Noah have to go through.
Yeah.
And I was going a bit faster on the Raven one, so skipping everything.
Yeah. So I think I think like 4 hours leveling to 99 is already like fast enough. Like
Yeah.
I think like that's fine, but just like 2 hours feels a bit rushed. And I was gonna say something like I just think 2 hours is a bit rushed. 4 hours is like comfortable.
I just think my problem with that is that when it comes to the mainline story, you repeat the dungeons way too often. Like you repeat dungeons in the Noah and Labby one as well, but you do less dungeons in total. So it isn't as jarring in my opinion than like doing like it's like why do I have to do what's an Altera dungeon? I'm trying to like think. It's like what do I wait what?
Altera Core.
Yeah, like why am I have to doing Altera Core twice? Like why do I have to run this dungeon twice? Or like when you get to Sander, I believe, you have to start running them 3 times, and like doing Baron Sander three
yeah.
times, or like doing
Oh.
doing a Heart of Behemoth 3 times. Like that's what the game wants you to do. And like obviously, story skip quest is the thing, obviously like that. But I think you won't really level past the story quest when you're doing it normally without ERP, obviously. So, like, I don't know. It's just weird for me to be like, yeah, that's the better route when I don't know. It just me gameplay wise, just playing it, and it might be because of bias because I played the game before. But like doing the older dungeons like multiple times is way too tiring in my opinion.
Honestly, yeah, I feel like in that aspect, I actually kind of agree. Because like even when I play with like when I play also from beginning with friends, like friends who have never played before, they also complain. They're like recent, like this was kind of recent, like kind of beginning of last year, recent kind of thing. He was complaining about like, wow, we have to do this dungeon again, and it's just like, yeah.
Especially when it's the Sander ones, because those are already quite long in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Also, real quick, when it comes to like learning and playing the character, the small little problem I have with that is when the characters get like a longer level, like more leveled up towards 99, and they get more of their passives, I feel like they play a lot more different. So like I feel like if you're around the pre-level 99 thing for too long, you may get too accustomed to how that plays, and then it's just like, oh, this made it so much better. It's just like, man, it took me way too long to get here. Cause like the best example with that is remember Obsidian Moon, how we were like, what is it, complaining about that and just being like, it's not even worth it to do it. Like the 5 stacks. Yeah, like literally when you get Transcendence, they make it a cakewalk, and it's just like, man, I wish this was the thing the entire time. Now I'm just kind of getting it. I don't even need to worry about it.
Yeah, I guess it's similar to
Bluehand's like that too.
Yeah. Oh my god, this is why like I see a job event, I would try and use it on Bluehan because I think once you experience the full extent of the class, and then you go back to not having those tools anymore, it's I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but that's really frustrating to me. So
Yeah.
Makes sense. I can
It's
understand where you're coming from.
it's a bit like it's kind of neat, like kind of just like seeing how a character grows, like lore wise. You know what I mean?
oh yeah, yeah,
Like lore wise,
definitely.
that's kind of cute, but like gameplay wise, like, I think it can be a little bit more frustrating. Because I don't know about you, Ukro, but I was getting really frustrated, at least a little bit, with the Obsidian and stuff. So I was just like, I can't do it. Like I'm not even getting it.
I wasn't that particularly bothered, but
Okay, that's fine.
but because I guess like because I was still kind of learning the character, and I was still like
Mm-hmm.
trying to figure things out, so I wasn't too concerned about that. But I guess like because I wasn't intending because I know I'm not intending on not maining Noah, so that's why it just really didn't bother me that much because
Mm-hmm.
I knew in the back of my head I'm not going to be playing this class a long time, and I
That's
think
fair.
that's why I didn't care about it. That so I don't know if like yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can use my mindset to compare to like new players if they were playing Noah, like, or would they be really bothered by the moon stacking and stuff?
Yeah. Cause I'll give it them that. Like once you get Transcendence, once you get Liberator, it just comes to you. You know what I mean? Like it's not even something you gotta worry about, in my opinion. Um, but
Yeah,
yeah.
there's a lot of classes where like there's such a huge like power spike from like
Mm-hmm.
second job to third job,
Yeah.
etc.
I do think there could be a happy medium though. I think like I also somewhat agree that like maybe the jump the Labian Noahs are too short, and definitely the rest of the L Search party is too long. So maybe there can be a happy medium here.
Or maybe they'll just like probably balance out the amount of runs you need to do for each dungeon when leveling up,
Yeah.
especially. Unless KOG's intention with that is to like ease us into the grinding aspect of Elsword?
Mm-hmm. Cause
Question mark?
something cool that I thought of just recently is, what if pre-level 99, so you keep all the dungeons, right? But only certain characters go through certain dungeons, and you could change the levels and the HP depending on it. You kind of get what I'm saying? Okay, so you know how like
Oh.
Labby and Noah both have two regions, right?
Yeah.
So like all the old regions, split those up, like give characters two apiece. You know what I mean? So let's say, for
Oh.
example, Raven, right? Raven only goes from like he only does, let's say, just for example, let's just say he only does Altera and Velder. Like that's like his Labinoa region kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So you keep the
Oh.
dungeons, but it keeps like the level progression that Labby and Noah have. So they don't have to make any new dungeons or anything like that. And then like let's say Aisha has like freaking Elder Sander, you know? Like something like that.
But I
Oh.
guess like
Okay.
one issue I see with that is like,
Mm-hmm.
what if there are new players who want to try out every single dungeon in the game, but if they wanted to try out every single dungeon, they'd have to switch characters?
No. So like just like Labia and Noah, once you get level 99, everything else opens up.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just that 0 to 99, just that distance.
Okay, fair.
But then like and then you insert in what you said earlier, which is Labby and Noah taking too short. Like maybe they can increase the regions to 3. You know, shuffle that a bit however you want. You know.
Cause yeah, what I do have a complaint is like, it feels a bit unfair how like Larvae and Noah and potentially future characters will have their own like regions to run through, whereas the
Mm-hmm.
old characters are just kind of like, oh, they kind of get the same. They get treated the same, and they're like they all do from Ruben to Elrino, etc. etc. And it's
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
it doesn't make sense story wise for one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
And it's
just
just like yeah.
it's an unfortunate thing. Like it's a byproduct of how this game has been going. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm.
it like back in the day, it made sense that like you had all these regions when the most current region was like Velder. Like it made sense that all these old regions were there because it took like years to level up. It took like weeks, and you had to actually grind exp and stuff like that. So it made sense. But as the game progressed, new areas were added, and then yada yada. When we got up to Elrino, then it's just like all these other dungeons became irrelevant. But they're still here in the game because they still exist. So it's a weird byproduct, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um.
Anything else we want to add to that, actually?
I mean, what do you guys think of what is it, Liberator specifically?
Or
I know
I
nothing
haven't
about
gotten
Liberator,
Liberator.
so I'm not going to say
Yeah,
anything.
Really? Okay.
I'm still
Yeah.
only second job Noah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
But
I think in general his clearing is really nice. I can't really tell, but I think his big bossing will be good too, because one of his best skills, pursuit and So if you guys don't know, Pursuit, I'm playing Noah right now. I can just show you guys. So with Pursuit, he summons 3 clones, and they all start from like top, middle, bottom, and they all center in. So in clearing, that's pretty nice because then you can just go into the swarm and then just kind of kill them all and just like boom, they're dead. But with bossing, you'll have to space it well against the small boss. So you have to space it if like the small boss is on this side of the screen, you'll have to space it so it can all hit them. But if against the big boss, I think you don't need to worry about that. So I think he's like, I think he's gonna be a great clearer and like good with big bossing. And I might struggle with small bossing. And then we've already mentioned it before, but his MP management is absolutely garbage. This man's a pot
It's
chugger
like,
as bad as FB.
dude, I was making a joke in my Discord server, just be like, it's like FB players wanted a buff, and then Koji gave us Noah.
Yeah.
Because in some aspects, Noah does remind me of FB a little bit. Some aspects.
Oh yeah, yeah. Definitely the MP chugging part for sure.
Yeah, just chugging. Yeah.
And like,
and then some of those crescent, the triple shockwave attack.
oh yeah, right. Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't know if you agree with this, Crow, but like, for me, whoops, dropped my thing. I like Noah's skills a lot, Liberator's skills a lot. I don't like his combos at all.
Okay.
Like whenever I don't have mana, I'm just like, what do I do? I try X spamming, that doesn't give me much mana. I try like Z looping, that doesn't give me much mana. So I'm just kind of here, just like hating Noah, trying to get mana so I can use my fun skills again.
Other thing about Noah's combos, I heard apparently the Korean community. Well, media mentioned this before, but you know how you mentioned how like the Korean community seemed to like not like Noah in PvP because his combos are kind of jank and weird to connect.
Maybe, like, yeah, I heard talkings about that. Then I saw some people in NA doing PvP and Noah. He seemed alright. Like, I was watching Brisks and I was watching Chili. He was playing some earlier today. Like, it seemed okay. Like, especially his up X. Like, here, again, I can just show it off to you. His up X, like, comes out super, super fast and stuff like that. And, like, okay, I'm gonna have mana here. Yeah, like this is just comes out really fast. So you can just kind of do that, you know, and be cool, like say at a distance. And then he has like launches and stuff like that, and then you can just kind of like dash X, like through people, or just dash through people. So I think like, I don't know, maybe they're just a bit like, look at this. Like I can just do this to the enemy. So I don't know. Maybe he has high KD. I haven't really tested KD.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. I think he needs to just marinate more, in my opinion.
Yeah. Because I'm just like thinking like maybe the Korean community just like maybe they weren't too because Noah was still new at the time. Maybe
Yeah.
They were just trying to get used to him or something like that.
Yeah, I think he just needs to marinate more.
Yeah, because I feel like if anyone plays the character fast enough, no matter how jank their combos might feel, I feel like they'll get used to it eventually. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think what is it? They just need to get used to his combos, hitboxes, how he deals with certain characters or can't deal with other characters, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. All right. Is that it? Anybody else want to add something for Liberator?
Not really.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Okay.
Do you want to talk about Celeste?
You know, yeah, that was my next thing. So, okay, what do you guys know almost anything about Celestia?
I know how his passives work.
Okay, you know his passives.
That he gives a buttload of buffs.
Okay, what about Crow?
I can't remember all the specifics, but
I don't know. I watched like a 50-second clip of Shima, and I know he can self buff.
Okay, good.
I watched that gameplay of it, and I'm just like, dang.
Okay, so two things I need to say. So first of all, specifically this is to Crow. You were actually right about like your joke thing about the meteor skill. That skill is actually called Old Man. So what you were hearing was actually correct. So yeah, that's good. Apparently, it's based on like some giant star, like old star back in the day, or like it just is called Old Man and something. I can look that up. Yeah, it's actually
Oh my
called Old
God.
Man. Yeah.
Oh my god, okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. The skill name refers to Old Man of the South Pole, the deification of the second brightest star in the night sky, Canopus.
Oh.
Yeah.
so space related. It's
Hmm.
kind of
So
cool.
yeah, so apparently this star Canopus in a certain religion or like whatever, because deification means like deityfication. It's called Old Man in the of the South Pole, so that's why it's called Old Man.
Oh.
So that was the first thing. So the second thing is the one of the biggest points of quote unquote controversy with this character is his Transcendence 300 MP. It's called Horare. Okay, so I'm gonna read this off to you
Okay.
guys. So it says create an astrological field that shapes and future destiny in real time. One of the collection of light, void of curse, judgment effects will be applied to allies or enemies inside the field. And if you become an adept that fully maintains his power, unexpected effect will be applied. So there's three different effects. There's collection of light, void of curse, and judgment. Let me read this to you. Okay. Collection of light. This increases allies' damage by 20% for 10 seconds.
Okay.
So pretty good, right? Right? Pretty good.
Okay.
Second one, void of curse. This changes the skill itself to 100% ignore defense. Okay.
Okay.
Pretty solid. Now listen to this third one. Judgment. Ally special resource consumption minus 100% for 8 seconds.
That's a frothing at the mouth.
So,
right?
do you know what that is? That is Rena's Nature's Force, Chunk's Cannonballs, R's Energy Orbs, Ad's DP, Lucille's CP, Ain's Power Gauge, and Labby's Sentimental Points. During that 8 seconds, if they are inside this field, that resource will not be consumed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Lucille's and Avatar's be like,
Yeah. So imagine being on Lucille and you just have infinite it's infinite CP. Like on Aura, it's infinite energy.
I
Is
think
this-
I think with Dangelion it's a bit less because Dangelion's still. They don't really need the CP if that makes any sense because you just go to transformation, dump 300 MPs, and then switch out.
Yeah. It definitely depends on the Lucille. Yeah.
Yeah, but like at least for Catastrophe and Innocent, holy sh.
Yeah, especially for Innocent, who can just bust those out.
Yeah,
but, like,
and
I have a lot to say about this, but you say you're a bit
okay. I guess but yeah, I think the people that are most affected are, Innocent, Catastrophe, Avatar. I think for the, I'm not sure about the ads, but definitely for Mad Paradox, it just lessens his chug, because I think pots don't. Well, that's bad because DP bar is like a secondary mana bar for Mad Paradox. So then, which is like apparently why he like chugs a lot, because you can use your potions to refill DP. But if your DP is like maxed out the whole time, then I guess it just lessens his chug, doesn't necessarily make him more powerful. But then like, Apsara, because Apsara is all of Apsara's nukes are orb dumps. So if you can, yikes.
Like also, real quick, there's something I didn't mention. Is the last one, which is unexpected effect. Unexpected effect has everything, and it's for 15 seconds. It has ally skill damage increase 30% and ally special resource consumption minus 100%.
Is that
like it's full RNG, right?
So that's what I'm about to get to. Wait, what were you gonna say, Kara?
Is that a skill or a hyper?
This is one skill. This is a Transcendence 300 MP.
Oh my god.
So here's the craziest thing, and Sky kind of alluded to this. So how do you determine which one you use? Is RNG, kind of.
Damn,
Wow.
you can't even use your. You can't even like control the cards.
Yeah. So in the tip section on LWiki it says this: once a dungeon or match starts, each type of field will be available in the following rotation: collection of light, which is the damage increase for 20 seconds; weight of curse, which is the ignore defense for 20 seconds; judgment, which is the special resource for 15 seconds; and then unexpected effect, which is everything for 5 seconds. So if you have an internal clock, like if you have a crazy internal clock, like
Wait, so the effects don't follow a pattern. They're actually just all a 33% chance to get each one.
It's a universal timer in the back of the game. Cause yeah, the first one's for 20 seconds, next one's for 20 seconds, next one's for 15 seconds, next one for 5 seconds.
Also the effects don't necessarily count for 20 seconds, but it's more like, say the first 20 seconds in the dungeon, whenever you hustle the door, it clicks on right. The next,
Holy shit!
So if you have a crazy internal clock, you can time it out. But if you don't, it's essentially RNG. Like essentially.
Wait, holy shit! Wait.
It's
It's
so
I'm
weird.
gonna improve my internal clock and just count the seconds.
But here's the thing. Here's the dumbest thing. We haven't got to the dumbest thing yet, right? So here's the dumbest thing. Okay. If you get his second hyperactive, which is called Luminary, it says right here, it is a buff just like Metamorphy's second buff. So it's just a buff. And it says Untitled Chart and Horror's unexpected effects will have 100% chance of applying. So you could just get rid of the RNG by just hypering, and then you could just have 30% damage increase and the resource consumption.
Wait, how long does the hyper last?
Good question. Right? 40 seconds. 40 seconds.
Okay, yikes. Okay, so you go like super ultra mega mode for 40 seconds.
Yeah.
And then you wait another, I don't know, let's say you don't use concentrated lessons, and then you wait another like 2 minutes, and you just press it again and go hyper mode for 40, like...
Yeah.
Wait, is he a DPS or a support class?
See, I'm not sure because I haven't experienced that much. I've seen Old Man chunk like crazy, so maybe he can DPS. This is kind of like the main kind of thing like a lot of people were talking about is Horror. Just because
the best part is like this. The best part is like this. This is just a small sample of like what he can do to boost.
Yeah. Like the only reason I know about this. The only reason I know about this is because somebody posted a YouTube video about it and I watched it and I was like, that's. And what the video was, you wanna know what the video was? It was an infinite flying kite. That's what the video was. Like.
Oh, the infinite flying kite video. I mean, I saw the thumbnail and I saw the title, but I didn't click. But
yeah.
I can see the controversy.
So the go ahead.
He's gonna get nerfed for sure. Like if you look at his other supportive capabilities as well, like it's a bit bonkers, like actual.
So Luminary, which is his second hyper, also mentions another skill along with Horror, which is Untitled Chart. Let me read you guys Untitled Chart. So again, random RNG effects. They're in Korean, so I can't read them. So I'm gonna say effect 1 and effect 2, okay? So effect 1, special active skill cooldown speed increased by 1.3. The chance of applying is 47.5. And then Forced Awaken. So that's the first, Forced Awaken and special active skill cooldown. And the second effect is body size decrease and MP recovery per second, 7% of max MP. And of course, unexpected effect is both. It's Forced Awakening, special active cooldown speed, body size increase, and 10 MP per second.
Okay.
And again, if you're in Luminary, there's a 100% chance to get the unexpected effect.
Wait, so when you use a hyper skill Luminary, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean like you know how earlier you mentioned the RNG, the 3 effects? Does that mean every single one of them activates, or is it just?
Unexpected effect is a combination of all of them for both.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, think of it this way. So it's kind of like a multiple choice A, B, C, and D, and then D is all the above.
Yeah, exactly.
All of them.
And then it always triggers the last effect, which is the
All the
combination of
above.
3 effects.
Yeah.
So, you know what? Like, maybe this is a weird thought, but in my opinion, take away the hyper, right? Let's take away the hyper for a second. I think a character that has a skill that does like multiple amazing buffs, but it's RNG what you get, is kind of neat. I actually kind of think that's cool, and that's kind of neat because like the high roller kind of thing, Like I think that's very unique and kind of cool. But I really don't like the fact that this hyper exists and kind of gets rid of that kind of downside almost.
I guess the biggest thing you could say to that is that it has like this thing doesn't have 100% uptime. It's got a minority. But
Yeah,
it's not
that is an argument because all hypers have 180-second cooldown. So once you exit Luminary, it'll still be on cooldown for 120 seconds, right?
Yeah. If
160
you concentrate
seconds. Yeah,
if you concentrate on essence, then that goes down by 60. But like it's not going to make, but like especially for fast battles like Rosso, that's not going to make a difference. Well, it's not much of a difference. But if you're going for like a really long, like 30-minute birth rates, then like yeah, that really makes a difference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's my problem with it. Kind of is just like it took away what I thought at least was something kind of cool, which is like RNG buffs, but all the buffs are good. And then it kind of puts in another thing, which is cool. He just has the best hyper in the game. Cool.
So, like,
That
I guess
sucks.
the RNG does fit in with the whole Arcana
Mhm,
concept as
mhm.
well.
That's why I kind of liked it as well. Cause I know
Wow.
it was theming, but they just took away the RNG. You just push hyper, and then you just have no RNG.
But another thing I'm curious about, because like you know how like he has the third effect, which like you don't consume like the special
Mhm.
stuff. Is it only like I feel like that's only catered to a specific like group of characters in this game.
Yeah.
It's just like, and I feel like if it was like other characters like Raven and stuff, they would just not benefit off of
Mhm.
that
Mhm.
effect.
Mhm.
And I'm just like, kind of weird.
It is
Like,
weird. It is weird, yeah.
Yeah,
it's just like unfair
because like
treatment.
it's absolutely broken for some classes, and then like you have Raven, also
Yeah.
Alessa's adult.
Like-
Actually, how would it work for Elfwood and Lessus? Like you just
It doesn't. It doesn't.
It's gorgeous.
It doesn't
Okay.
work at all. Yeah. Yeah, they
Oh,
they
okay.
noted here which ones it works for. It's.
Oh.
Let me read off the list again. Nate-
So in a way, they kind of just like indirectly buff those classes that use those
Yeah,
special
yeah.
ones.
That's
Just nerf the
another
others.
problem I have. Like, yeah, what is it? Yeah, Rena's Nature's Force, Chunks Cannonballs, Ara's Energy Spirits, Ad's DP, Lucille CP, Ain's Power Gauge, and Labby Sentimental Points.
Mm.
I think what they could have done for other characters that don't benefit off it was like they could have made an effect that maybe like increased the
damage
effects
increase.
of their things more. So say for example, you go for El Sword or a less, it's like maybe like having that up increases the effect of like increases the existing effects of Way of the Sword slash.
You know what's weird? They could have done it for Raven. It doesn't consume core.
Maybe it doesn't consume core does more damage, and then maybe like core does more damage or something. Like the core still attack, but maybe like mega buffs damage to make it like actually relevant. Or
that's
or
weird,
maybe
actually.
Yeah.
I guess maybe it would have just been too wordy on the passive or something. They just didn't want to include it or something.
I think they should have. Come on.
Yeah,
People need
because
to read
every
that.
character has a unique system.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, like, the only issue I see with Keiji not like the only thing like reason I see Keiji not including is just because it's just too much text.
Well, actually, no. You say that, Crow. The text that's just an Elwiki tip. That's not in the actual text of the skill.
Oh.
The text of the skill just says special resources. That's all it says.
Special resource consumption 0.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't even think that's a factor.
Will it? Oh,
the thing I was reading off, which is the list of characters, that's an Elwiki tip because it explains the skill, because it's explaining the skill.
Yeah, because if they did make it so that only like specific characters would benefit off of it, I would actually be pretty pissed at Keiji. Not gonna lie, because I feel like that's just unfair.
It's
I
weird.
I think even then, like that could have been balanced a lot better. Like say for example, like Renner, when you awaken with 3 beats, you have infinite NF anyway, so it's like indirectly it's useless to her as well. Yeah. So maybe what they could have done is maybe for like Sword and Lessers, you increase the effects of the capability, so that's Way of the Sword. And then for Aisha, maybe like remove them, because with Aisha, I think it's that her Memorize has decreased damage. Is it just decreased damage on Memorize skills?
Some of them. Some Aishas don't have that.
Yeah, I think Ada's there's just special passes affecting Memorize. But yeah, maybe like they could be like, oh, instead of Memorize nerfing your damage, maybe Memorize increases the damage of or something, and then Renner would get like better because for Renner, like the NF procs on skills. Maybe you could make that proc do more damage, and then Raven's score could do more damage, and the E score could do more damage.
Mhm.
And then maybe Chun could get like some kind of like stacking like attack percent depending on the amount of cannonballs he's holding.
Yeah, because that's the thing with cannonball. But that's the thing with cannonballs too. When you 3-beat awaken, I think you have just infinite cannonballs anyway.
Yeah. You just have infinite. It's red shells are unaffected, but you just have infinite
Yeah.
cannonballs from blue. Yeah. So it's like, it had like the idea was nice, but the execution.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with that. I think the idea is cute and nice, but yeah, execution could use some work. Like I like it because it's unique, but it's just so weird.
Mm.
Like I'll always
But I
give
think-
props to unique stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, like, this doesn't even account for everything else. Like, cause like I think the only things that I've read properly is passives, which is like, yeah, which is why you see all the whales and the symbols flying everywhere.
Oh yeah, he has a big Arcana and constellation thing.
Yeah.
He also has a meteor, which is pretty cool.
Mm.
I like the meteor.
Jesus.
Meteor is now obligated to play Noah for the meteor.
Yep. Gotta stack that skill, even if it's the worst skill. It could be as useful as ground impact is to Nova. I don't care. Legally, I have to stack that skill.
Looks like a pretty good skill.
I know, yeah, I know. It does look like a really good skill. But I'm just saying, if it was, even if it was bad, I would still stack it.
Mm.
Because it looks really
Oh yeah, Blazing Black Hearts asks 1 to 10. What's everyone's opinion on how much you like Noah?
Again,
I don't think I can say anything because I haven't actually tried out the class and I also haven't read up on the lore that much.
ooh,
So-
yeah, we need to talk about the lore in a quick second because there's something cool I found about it. Yeah, just based on what I know now, like at least like a 6. Again, it's hard for me. Okay, you know what? Not even that. Let me just not say Noah. Let me say Liberator, just because I've actually played him. Because the thing with me is that until I play a character, I can't have an opinion on them. In terms of just Liberator, like I think he's a solid 7. Clearing is fun. Like using his skills are fun. Combos are kind of lame, and you know he's an MP. You know he's an MP drinker. Got to feed him a lot of pots. But I think that balances out to a 7.
He's a 5 for me. I'm like neutral. Like I don't hate him. I don't like him. But because I think it's also because like I know I'm just still gonna main Ravens. Like so yeah, I guess it's just like he's I didn't get particularly wowed while playing him. It was just like I don't know. For me when I was playing Noah, I was just enjoying like making a new character and playing with friends from beginning to end. But yeah. Other than that, his character, well, specifically Liberator, maybe I have a different opinion on Celestia, but we'll see.
Yeah. Okay. And also, real quick, taking the story. Unfortunately, we had me and Crow had to skip the story just because we were on ELS stream and trying to get gameplay out and all that stuff.
Okay.
But it's really funny. Just based on the little things I know about him, it's really funny because me and Crow just finished watching part 4 of JoJo, and surprisingly enough, he kind of has a bites the dust thing kind of going on, Crow.
Right, really?
Yeah, where he has to repeat cycles essentially.
Yeah. I did read up on Celestia's story, so I did know about the whole like time looping.
Yeah, he has a
thing.
time looping thing going on.
Oh, in his story, that's what was happening.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh.
So I think when you play through the story, he's in his like when you play through him in the game, like he's in the second loop, I think, and then and then what happened in the first loop kind of like is like alluded here and there.
Pretty interesting. Yeah, I'll have to read it up later.
The time looping thing, I guess, also it also explains the age difference between Liberator and Celestia. Because I think something about a time loop. Because I think Celestia spent 2 years like doing something, but I think either they kept on looping it, but I don't know, the 2 years like didn't count towards his body and his mind. So like he still remembers stuff, but it's more like his body hasn't actually aged, and as Celestia he allows those 2 years to catch up to him, and that's why Celestia's 18 and Liberator's 16. And that's why Celestia looks an adult, and Liberator still looks like a bit of like Liberator looks noticeably I think Liberator looks noticeably younger than Celestia.
I agree.
Wait, what did you say? Why do they have an age gap again? Wait, what? Sorry.
It's because it's got to do with the time looping thing. Like apparently in Celestia's story, there's something about how he he spent 2 years doing something. I can't remember, but he did. But anyway, he didn't. Anyway, he was time. I think he like went back in time like for the time loop thing. So he went back to like the 2 years didn't count towards his body. But then because Celestia is all about finding out that, I guess, like giving Clamor a form and like getting help from Clamor, and I guess like being and like guess settling with what he has and being happy about that. So then I think at the end of Celestia he allows that. So there were like 2 years that he spent either doing research to give Clamor a form or something. I can't remember, but he allows those 2 years to like catch up to his body, which so then like he just instantly ages like 2 years basically. Whereas Liberator didn't go through this. He just, which is why Liberator 16 and Celestia's 18.
Is ReZero like that too?
No, ReZero, ReZero, like that's why, when we were watching JoJo, the part 4 where he kept dying and stuff. Spoiler alert. Yeah, that I mentioned a side comment on how it's just like ReZero.
Yeah, similar thing here.
Yeah.
Every time he dies, he loops back.
Yeah. Basically, going off of what Sky said, do you happen to know, like, do you guys happen to know which Noah class is the Noah path is the canon path?
Liberator.
Yeah.
Yep. I think I don't really know anything about Liberator, so I can't really say. But I think I can see why Celestia was not the canon path. Yeah. Even as Celestia is obviously like the happier one because he, I guess, settles with what he has and decides that, hey, like I'm gonna make some happiness out of it.
Well, as I say, I think it makes sense because Liberator has more to do with the story. He has more. He has more to do with his older brother Evilon than Celestia does.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Because I think Celestia is more focused on Clamor, on his friendship with Clamor.
Yeah.
Apparently, some people were theorizing that both Liberator and Celestia are canon classes because you know how Celestia is 18. They were thinking like, oh, he goes from Liberator to Celestia.
Yeah.
That would be that would. I remember you telling me that too. That would be unique and would be cool. And I think they could make that fit in somehow because like they could be like, okay, he did a time loop as Liberator, and now he's doing the Celestia stuff instead, kind of thing. So I don't know. I think it won't be confirmed and I think it won't be super confirmed until we see classes in his story quest, which there might be classes in his story quest already, and I just haven't got there. I'm only an Elrio node. Yeah.
He doesn't appear in the main story at all at the moment. So
yeah.
he
he already has cutscenes in Elrio node though. I did a couple earlier.
Oh.
But he's still base. He's still base.
Oh, okay. So then he probably would come in as Liberator, like when Elsa's party officially need him, like somewhere past.
Let me check just to be sure.
Rigmarole.
I swear I just saw an Elrio node cutscene.
Yeah, because the last Protagonist quest doesn't feature. Well, at least when you play through it as anyone else except Noah, he's not featured in.
Yeah, see,
the first quest.
This is an Elrio node quest, and he's still base. So.
Okay.
At least the point of I'm adding the story, they haven't committed to a class yet.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Later on, future update, they'll probably commit to a class.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All three drops haven't come out yet.
Yeah. Or he already has a committed one. I haven't just got to that quest yet. Do we know? Do you guys remember when they start showing the third jobs in the normal story?
Is it Rosso Braid?
Is it really Rosso Braid? No, I'm kind of curious. Hold on, let me back to my Raven real quick.
Rosso Braid is definitely like the latest because I just remember that there was an animated trailer for Rosso and there were inside drops there.
Someone said Master Road in chat.
Master Road Prunam. I thought it would be Rigmarole, because you know how after the Forgotten Sanctum, that's where they get their third job. So I felt like Rigmarole onwards, it makes sense for them to be third job.
We're about to find out. So let me go to a random Dark Elves Outpost. Nope, they're still based at Dark Elf Outpost.
Alright.
So not at the beginning of Rigmarole. I mean, Varnamir.
Go on.
What about Rosso Raid? Or Shadow Vein, that works too. Still based at Shadow Vein.
Okay.
And then this is Rigmarole. Still Bane, they're still Bane. They're still base. What about Ice Right Plant? Still base, okay. Really? They were base for this long? Is it really Pruinam? Or Rigmarole? Why are they still base? Are you wait, there's I swear at some point they get their jobs. Is it Titan's
Wait,
Grotto?
They're based in Pruna?
Yeah, they're still based here. Why are they still based?
They're definitely not based in Bruno because I think I still remember. I feel like I remember seeing an Ada Sage and Lud and what's it, Doombringer being like,
Okay, here we
oh
go.
my god, it's a ghost.
Definitely by Master Road. Okay, the first quest of Master Road by sure. Let's go backwards now. So this is what dungeon? This is Titan's Grotto. Yeah, they're based. Yeah, it's Master Road. It's Master Road.
Wow.
Yeah, Titan's Grotto, they're still based. It's literally Master Road. Who said that in chat?
What? It just doesn't make sense.
It
because
doesn't?
You know how we get third job when we get to Elrond, we clear out Forgotten Sanctum.
Well, okay.
Actually,
The going away from the story for a bit, the real life version is because they didn't choose a path yet for story cutscenes to happen in. So I think when the time we hit Master Road, they created these story arts and committed to the class. I guess around Master Road. Yeah. So this is
like
it's less of a lore
around
reason,
that-
more of a real life reason.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I guess if you're at the story with Noah by Master Road, if he has Master Road quest, maybe then you'll know. I don't know. I'm not sure. But it's by Master Road.
Yeah.
And obviously
Yeah,
the
it
main
was
cast
Master
has to
Road.
meet Noah at some point. It was Master Road, yeah.
You know what we got in common in the next region, like how Labby was released when I think
Rigam-
Labby was released when Varnamir was the endgame thing, and then
Yeah,
Sigrid
yeah.
and Rue.
Yeah, I think whatever the next area is, Noah will appear there in terms of the main story.
Mm.
I feel like that's gonna be the summer update. Maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
Or at least
We'll see.
winter. At least winter
Oh,
update.
by the way, is my mouse clicking coming across in the call?
I don't
I
know.
don't hear it.
I don't think so.
Wait. Can you guys hear it?
Slightly.
Oh, now I can.
Like,
Okay.
yeah, slightly. If either any three of us are talking, I don't hear it. But if no
Yeah,
one's
same.
talking, then yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So the main reason I was wondering was because I'm trying to farm eggs right now.
It's
So
okay.
if you can hear me like rapidly clicking, it's me getting eggs.
It's all good. It's all good. All right. Is that it for now?
I think
Yep.
so.
Anybody else in the
I
chat
think-
want to comment something? If not, we can go to the thing Crow was talking about.
What was it? Oh, Crunchyroll.
Yeah, the anime awards happening
Ooh.
in 5 days.
Oh, 6 days
Ooh.
left to vote.
Yeah. 6 days left to vote.
In that case, do you want me to share screens?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I can show it to the chat at least.
Oh, yeah, you can. I'll send you the link and you can go.
Yeah, I found it. I just Google searched it.
Oh, okay.
I think right. And hold on, make sure this is the right one. 6 days left to vote. Crunchyroll.
Viva Vani asks, so is the current IB set worth getting?
It's very solid.
Which what is it?
Darkness
HOD?
Sculpture.
HOD,
No,
yeah,
Horde of Darkness. I forget. It's called Horde of Darkness.
Actually, whether you get it over 7 worlds is a bit up for, especially the 5 out of 5. Like,
Oh, they're talking about for Noah.
for Noah.
It's pretty solid.
I think
Yeah, it
if
is
you
pretty
compared
solid.
it to 7 World, I think HOD is not bad. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you know,
solid.
HOD has like a very, very, very slight edge. But I
Mhm.
think the question is whether you're willing to spend like $1 billion for the very, very, very slight edge. But I think most people got, I think, to my knowledge, the biggest reason why most people got it was for the IB buff. Because IB
That
buff is
too.
so important in birth rate. So,
also because like, assuming if you're getting it for Noah, there's no 7 Realms out for Noah, so
Yeah.
there's only
Well, like-
HOD available for Noah. So in that case, I feel like
Yeah.
if you don't have 7 Realms and you have the option to get HOD, you could get HOD because I think it's gonna be cheapest now, like while it's on sale.
Yeah.
Than later.
oh, okay.
In terms of a set, it's good. Horde of Darkness is really good.
Hmm.
Like, it's not the best. I think 7 Realm, in terms of NA, 7 Realms is still better, but that doesn't mean HOD is bad. It's just a little bit less than 7 Realms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really solid.
Understand.
Hmm.
So get it? Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, it's not a bad idea. I would say it's not a bad idea to get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think if you care enough about Noah to make him your main or at least a secondary, and you need an ice burner for him, this is definitely a good choice.
Yeah. Wait, so if you're debating between HOD and Seven Realms, I don't know. What do you guys think?
I mean, that's the thing though. Like, I think maybe you're assuming it would come out, like, and it might, but haven't heard anything about KR having it. Obviously, it's not here yet. So at minimum, you would have to wait 3 months, right?
Yeah, true. It's just like, are you bothered waiting so long for a fight to finally get a 5/5 IB set, or would you rather get a pretty decent 5/5 IB set right now? You know? I guess.
And even by that point, Wander Markian will be out, and Wander Markian already competes with Seven Realms. They're both really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's up to you.
Yeah. We'll give you our opinions, and you can make a choice based on our opinions. I mean, our yeah.
Yes.
All right, we good for this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And
Do
say,
I have a?
oh, really? Okay. I actually haven't watched many animes this year, so I might just not have opinions on a lot of these. But I have watched a decent chunk, so you know.
There's still gonna be some that you'll be able to answer for sure, because I had a look through them last night. I also haven't watched that much anime this year, but the thing is, like, because my brother, he's huge ass weeb, he pretty much watched all the anime this year, and I can say he was saying like there's a lot of great anime this year, like, and there's
Okay,
a lot
that's
of
good.
great contenders. It's just like really hard to pick a favorite. Like, for example, Great Pretender was apparently really good.
I've heard,
Jujutsu
yeah.
Kaisen, yeah.
Oh, I have
great.
opinions about
Beastars
Jujutsu
was
Kaisen actually. Me and Kigo watched a couple, and
Mhm.
it's okay if it's on here. I have opinions about that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's just so many good animes this last year. Well, last year, not this year anymore. So yeah.
Shall we begin?
Yes, sure.
All right. So anime of the year. Oh wow, already starting with the biggest one. We got. Ooh, I actually watched a little bit of this first one. Keep Your Hands Off of Izoken. Jujutsu Kaisen. We just talked about that. Great Pretender. Is that Doro? Doro Hedoro. Epere Ranmai and Beastars. So out of these, I know Eizouken and Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah. Okay. So out of these, like, my brother has just said like really good things about Jujutsu Kaisen, Great Pretender, and Beastars. But the one I only know like the most about is Beastars. Like everything else, I haven't really watched.
Yeah. So in terms of Eizouken, if you guys know a little bit about that, it's about these 3 girls who want to kind of create their own manga, and like the art style is like super duper unique. Because it like goes into like their imagination and like about how they're just coming up with these manga ideas. And it's like it's a nice story. I didn't finish it. I only saw a couple episodes, but like the animation's really good. The story is pretty nice. It's just about these girls just like wanting to make a manga. If you guys have ever watched the cartoon show Ed, Edd and Eddy, it's anime Ed, Edd and Eddy, but they're all anime girls. It's essentially what it is.
Actually, let me just read the chat real quick. Blazing Black Hearts is saying, "Sad God of High School isn't there." Okay,
I've heard things about that too. Yeah.
Okay, I actually did watch God of High School, and I also read the webtoon, like that of the bits that were animated in the anime. And honestly, like, the issue with the God of High School anime was it was super rushed compared to the webtoon, right? So I feel like the anime they will just focus on getting to the action section and just animating the action and getting the badass fight. So they skip through a lot of chapters in the webtoon. So and I think because of that, a lot of people didn't like it because it was so rushed. Personally, I had no complaints because I really just wanted to watch I was watching the anime for the action anyway, so I didn't have a complaint about them skipping through the backstory bit and going straight to the action. But obviously, other people who are dedicated to the fandom, they obviously would. I can see why they complain, and also for like new people who are just getting into God of High School, like the anime, the community and stuff, they'd be very confused if they watch the anime first. They're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" Like, I thought this was yeah, they're gonna be very confused about like the whole like concept. Like, it's actual gods. It's not actually just high school students. They're actually gods. That's the thing. Yeah. Spoilers though. But yeah, that's my opinion on that bit about God of High School not being an anime win, because I don't think God of High School
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know anything about it. I just heard that the animation's really good and that it
Yeah.
fell flat a little bit later on in the and as the season went on.
Yeah.
That's all I know about it.
Yeah. Um. That
Uh,
aside, yeah.
yeah. What's the next one you want to talk about?
Yeah, that aside, then I was gonna ask like what you guys think of the other animes on this list. Vote for anime of the year.
Okay, so my thing with Jujutsu Kaisen is so far I've only got up to I believe episode 6 or 8.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. That's the thing. Kind of my biggest problem with it is it's just okay, and I feel like it could be a lot better. My main issues with it is I don't like the pacing, and I really don't like a good chunk of the characters. I think
Mm-hmm.
specifically the main character. I think he's a good kid, but that's all he is. At least
Ah,
so
okay.
far. I think he's a good kid. He has a good set of morals. But that's it. You know, I think aside from that, he's kind of boring in my opinion.
Okay, fair.
I think the best character. I think the thing that's saving kind of this anime, at least for me, is I forgot his name. He has the mask with the white hair. I think Gojo. Is that his name?
I am not sure. I have not watched Jujutsu Kaisen. It's on my list. I need
Okay,
to
okay,
watch it.
okay. So that character, the guy, you can see him right here in the top right with the mask and the white hair. His back is hurting because he is freaking carrying this anime. He is very interesting, great dialogue. He every scene he's in, he's owning the scene. But the problem is all the other characters are just kind of boring. That like I don't know. His back is hurting because he's carrying this anime, and yeah. And then my problem with the pacing is this like there's just a weird thing where like a lot of the time when I was watching it, I was just like, why are these characters doing this? And I was just like, why are we already at this point? Because like a lot of the times I was just like, okay, so where's the antagonist kind of thing? And I guess you could argue the antagonist is inside the main character, but it's just like, okay, what are we doing here? And then later on they introduce some antagonists, like, okay, here are the antagonists, and then later on they'll say, this is not a spoiler because this happens by like episode 4. They say that the guy with the mask, the blindfold, the white hair, I think his name is Gojo. I think his name is Gojo. I'm just gonna call him Gojo, even if it's not his name. They say that he's the strongest sorcerer is what they call those people in Jujutsu Kaisen. They say he's the strongest sorcerer, and I'm just like, okay, so the strongest dude is just here. Like, what's the threat? Like, what are we worried about? Like, it just kind of sucked the tension away from me when we found out the strongest guy in the world is here and he's teaching the main character. Like, I was just like, yeah, and this is the same problem I had with Overlord, where it's just like, what the heck is the tension here? We got freaking the strongest guy ever right here. Like, why do we care? At least for me, I don't know.
I was thinking like if they introduced the strongest character right off the bat, wouldn't it kind of give you like this idea? It's like, oh my god, maybe there's like characters out there who are gonna be even stronger than the
Maybe,
strongest
but where are
character.
they? Where are
Yeah,
they?
gonna
Like,
take time to get there. You know?
it's better. No, that's my problem though. Is I don't feel any tension or anything like that. So why should I keep watching? That's my personal thing. It's just like I don't. It's boring to me to keep watching, waiting for a threat to happen. I'm just like, this is just the strongest guy. Are they just gonna retcon the fact that he's the strongest guy later on? Is that what's gonna happen?
Could also just be like it's season 1 and just,
Yeah.
like, there's probably
Again,
season
and yeah, and I think it's a definitely unique issue to me because it's the same issue I have with Overlord. I know a lot of people love Overlord, but my personal problem was again is I don't feel any tension when the strongest guy ever is just right here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for me personally, like, because I really enjoyed Overlord, right?
Mhm.
I'm just like, I think I kind of just enjoy watching main OP main characters sweep the floor with everyone else.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know, it's just
yeah.
kinda
It is fun. It's fun, but in my opinion, it gets old. I think
Wow.
for me again, this is just very much for me. I think it is fun, but it gets old.
Okay, fair.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my problem with Jujutsu Kaisen. Is a lot of the characters I'm not a huge fan of, and the the story is just not the best. But it's not bad at all, right? Like it's not bad at all. Like
Mm.
like I'm getting also. Oh my goodness! Speaking, another thing is my little problem. The dialogue can get kind of weird. Okay, so the kind of power thing that they have is called curse power, right? And like
Mm.
sometimes the dialogue will be like, "Oh man, his curse power is crazy," and it's just like, y'all can't just say strength. Like y'all can't just say he's strong. Like it just feels so weird. I don't know. Yeah, it makes sense. It doesn't make sense.
I understand in a way, like you know how in the Mulan live action movie they kept referring to Mulan's powers as chi, but it doesn't make sense because chi refers to like energy, and then they're
Right,
like,
and it's
the
just
chi
like,
power is so strong. It's like,
why can't
bro,
you just say
that's
they're strong or like that hurt? Like you didn't say,
Mm.
oh man, his curse power was crazy. Like oh my goodness, the power of his curse is just insane. It's like oh jeez. They did tone down on that by the way later on, but early on they yeah. But yeah, again, I'm not saying it's bad. Like I'm only listing bad things because I think all the other stuff is great. Like I didn't even mention the action is absolutely fantastic. The visuals, like absolutely beautiful. Like all that stuff is great.
I still need to watch it, so I can't say much about it.
It's solid though. Like, I think it's fine. I think a lot of people will like it.
I'll have to see. I'll see. My brother really likes it though, so I'll have.
Mhm.
I'll just because I'm watching because he's the one who recommends me a lot of anime, so I'll give it a try and see. when I
Yeah,
have time.
like if I were to describe it in one sentence, it'd be like diet bleach Naruto.
Oh yeah, because like I heard a lot of people were saying how saying Jujutsu Kaisen might be like on par with like those big animes, like Bleach, Naruto,
Mhm.
Fairy Tail stuff. They were thinking like there'll be the Jujutsu Kaisen would be like the next one,
They
just like Boku no Hero.
they
But I'm
they,
like,
they borrow a lot from Bleach and Naruto. Like
okay.
literally the main character is like he literally has the same plot point as Naruto with like a bad guy quote unquote inside him, except a
Oh.
little bit different. And it's essentially Hollow Ichigo slash Ninetales. Like it's pretty much Hollow Ichigo slash Ninetales. Like they make it different kind of story beat thing because he's more of an antagonist than Ninetales or Hollow Ichigo was. But I mean, yeah, you can like you can tell.
What about Great Pretender?
I don't know anything about it.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't watched it either. My brother just told me it's really good.
Okay.
And wants me to watch it, and I was just like, okay, maybe. He told me the gist of it is pretty much about a Japanese con man traveling around the world, something like that. I don't know. The plot of the story, the way he explained it, didn't appeal to me that much, but I'll have to see. It's on my animes to watch list, so I'll have to have a look at that.
Okay.
Yeah. Generally, I watch anime after it finishes, after all its episode has been uploaded, because I can't be bothered like watching it as it uploads. 'Cause otherwise, it just leaves me on cliffhangers and I die.
It depends for me. If I like something a lot, I will watch it week to week.
Yeah. Like something like ReZero season 1 specifically. Like that was something like I watched as it came out because there was just spoilers everywhere on my Facebook timeline. So I needed to watch that as soon as it came out. Otherwise, I would have been spoiled the whole thing. Like, yeah, because it was just such a big anime when it came out.
Yeah.
But other than that, generally, yeah, I wait for everything to finish airing before I start watching it.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, I remember. Did you watch Yuri on Ice?
Yes,
I didn't.
I did.
Okay, so I think this was like years ago, back when I was in high school, and we were on a band tour, right? So we were like in regional. We're in a fairly regional place. No Wi-Fi. There's no Wi-Fi. No Wi-Fi because we were on like a coach and like just driving around. Anyway, so anyways, we get to a school that we're about to perform at. Anyway, right before we were about to perform, so this was at like 9 a.m. So I think we were got off fairly early, and we set off at like 7, 8 a.m. or something. Anyway, there's someone on the bus who's Anyway, she has like loads of data, so she decided that it was a good idea to just watch the latest episode of Euro Nice. And then I think this is that's right. At the time, the latest episode was the 11th episode, which was I think at the very end. It was in the very end of the. I think at the very end of the episode, Yuri said something like really profound about. It was either quitting skating or like I can't something got to do with his relationship with Victor. And then we all went absolutely bonkers. And then we got to the school, and then that person, but the person who had like the data and everything was like especially like traumatized, as in like because it was like such a strong cliffhanger because you know how like it pushes the Victor Yuri ship like quite hard, like it pushes it so hard to the point it's almost shonen eye, but anyway, so there's something to do with that shit. She was just traumatized the whole time. And then we had to go up and play. And then the whole time while we were like prepping the stage and getting all the like gluing up the chairs and setting up the stands and everything, it was really funny. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was kind of awkward.
Was this thing they revealed like they will be skating together or something?
Wait, I can't remember. Let me pull up the synopsis.
Yeah, because it was pretty much like I don't know, because like it felt like it was kind of borderline Sean and I, because like Yuri and Victor's that was a that's a canon ship, like that's a canon couple.
Yeah, like it's uh,
You know, okay, random comment for a guy who ain't into that stuff. I will say I never watched Yuri on Ice. Like, I don't know if I would be a fan of it or anything. I actually do have a good amount of respect for it, and the reason for that is there's a lot of anime that has fan service for guys. Like, it is limitless the amount of anime that have fan service for guys. I respect Yuri on Ice for having really good, solid fan service for girls. I can respect that.
Yeah, the thing is, I feel like most like I don't know why I feel like all the sports anime just feels like fan service for girls. I'm not gonna lie, like.
Yeah.
Free, for example, the amount of shirtless guys everywhere. Oh my god.
yeah, to be fair, Free's about swimming.
Yeah, but
Free too. Again, I don't know if, like, I've never watched it. I probably wouldn't like it, but I respect it for that. You know?
yeah, but it's just like the amount of money shot in Free, you know, and I'm just like, all right, relax, guys. It's definitely for the fangirls to enjoy and stuff.
But you know, I think it's okay. I think it's okay that, like, you know, they get a couple.
Yeah.
Because there's millions for guys.
Yeah. I feel like if anything, Kuroko no Basketball was the only one that felt like it just had a balance of male and female audience.
Because Kuroko no Basketball was actually the very first sports anime I watched, and I only watched it because I was playing basketball in. This is back when I started basketball in year 10, and then I think like it was a big beam within our team about how unrealistic it was, and then I just went, oh, I'm just gonna watch it for the lols.
Yeah. The thing is, like, yeah, I actually really enjoyed Kuroko no Basket, but then like people started.
You like basketball too, right?
How stupidly unrealistic it was, and I kind of just hate it now because I'm just like, all right, this is too cringy, and I just stopped watching. I dropped it afterwards.
I think for me, like, I watched it as in like it was the unrealistic part for me was what made it funny, but at the same time, like, I thought it was cool. It's a bit like have you heard of that magical boy anime? It's called Biennan Koko TQ Boy Blue Love or something, and it's about a bunch of high schoolers.
I've seen trailers of it.
The entire anime is supposed to parody on the whole like magical girls concept, because the guys like
Okay.
they transform and they have to like they're pretty like frilly like skirts and stuff, and they're like, oh my god, like we can't take these clothes off. What? Like, we can't take these clothes off. And then when they're shooting their pals and everything, they're giving them like random names and like you see how the whole thing about in magical girls, how like they have names for all their attacks and everything. So these guys are just shooting beams out of their wands and they don't really know what they're doing. And then someone has to go tell them like, hey, you're supposed to give cool names for these attacks. And then they're just like, what? Okay. But yeah, please watch it. It's very funny.
But the thing, I'll keep that in mind. But yeah, but I think like the thing about Kuroko no Basket is just like it's like unironically like trying to like implement superpowers in basketball, and I think that's what deterred me from it. I'm just like, yeah, okay, they're not even like it's not even like they're not even doing it for comedic purpose. Like they're generally trying to incorporate superpowers into a normal basketball game, and I'm like, what the fuck? Is basketball not interesting enough on its own, like without superpowers? I'm like, I'm offended.
Actually, speaking of that, have you watched actually I don't know whether it's an anime, I think it's just a manga, Slam Dunk.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah. It's like that one. Yeah, it's I think I don't know if it had an anime actually.
Yeah, I think it was just a manga.
Yeah,
but
there's also another one. There's also another one called Aoi no Sora or something. It's another basketball. It's like a kid who tries to get these delinquents to play basketball with him, and then they actually made a pretty wholesome team. And like, I wanted to watch that one. Because like that felt like basketball done right instead of Kuroko no Basket fucking vice claw. You just grab the rebound. Shut up. Oh my god, I freaking hate it. They exaggerate everything.
Just full court shot, each piece.
Yeah. And then they dunk it. They're like meteor mash, and I'm like, bro, Stop.
Phantom shot, woo! It disappeared. The ball disappeared. Wow.
I don't watch sports anime, so I don't really
Okay.
have
Yeah,
much to
fair
say
enough.
on that. I can't. I don't know if I would like it or not if they put anime powers in basketball, you know, because
Hmm.
I don't play basketball. I don't really like. I've played basketball, but I don't really play it for fun. And I don't. So I can't really say if I would like that or dislike that. Like maybe I would like it because they would keep it interesting because I don't really like sports. Maybe I wouldn't like it because it's a bit silly. But I don't freaking know.
Yeah. Oh, it's called Meteor Jam. Okay, my bad. But either way, stop giving names to these sports
who-
movies.
Who
Oh,
does it? Is it the main guy? Tiger,
it's
that's
the
right, Tiger.
Murasaki. I think it's Murasaki
Murasaki
Bara
Bara.
who does it.
Murasaki Bara, okay.
Either that, or it's Kagami that does it.
Hmm.
Okay.
I think it's Kagami
Okay.
actually.
Yeah. Might be Kagami. Yeah, might be Kagami. I know it sounds like a Kagami move.
Yeah. Let me read chat
Yeah.
real quick. Akanistic says it's been 4 years and Yuri on Ice still doesn't have a second season. It will be like that for a lot of anime.
I mean, you gotta say welcome. Like you could list like a million animes that fall into that category. Still waiting for Konosuba season 3, please, please. I'm crying over here. Help me.
And Lord Menu says, I'm straight male and still loved free. We need more wholesome yaoi in anime. True. We gotta have more. We need more anime that appeals to the fangirls. I'm just saying.
Again,
and the fanboys.
I can
the
respect it.
darshis.
I can respect it
I
from over
think,
here.
yeah, Shonen Ai is nice. Yes. Like, yeah, yaoi specifically as a genre, like, implies that there's R18.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Boy love, like Shonen Ai boy love, is like fun. Yeah, it's pretty.
yeah,
cool.
it's more like the fluffy kind, not the R18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They,
know
they
about
the
you
best
guys,
side.
but
They just had a whole tangent about Yuri on Ice, Maxi. You'll have to
Yeah.
rewatch this when we upload, because yeah, they had a whole thing about Yuri on Ice.
Yeah.
Dude, what you call it? I'm like, when it comes to yaoi, I think I watch it for the R18. I don't watch it for the wholesome shit. Get that shit out of here. Just give me the sex now.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, speaking of that, wait a minute. I remember once I had a. I don't know who gave me this list. I can't remember who gave me this list, like whether it was someone from real life or online. But I had like a massive recommendation list of yaoi manga I should read. I've lost like this is years ago, so I've lost it. But I just remember that was a thing.
Okay. Let's continue on this list though. Wait, you had something else?
Yeah,
What?
wait, Maxi Chan's comment saying all sports anime are the same. I actually disagree.
Really?
Haikyuu is the one sports.
Oh, I
anime
started
where
watching
I was-
Haikyuu actually.
Yeah, I was really into it. Like the character development.
Yeah, the characters are the best part.
Yeah, it's so good. I'm like, oh, 10 out of 10. I
Yeah.
loved it. It got me so hyped when I was watching it.
But it's like,
yeah.
don't say anything else because I'm only like on episode 8, I think.
I'm
But
just gonna say, it
pretty
got
solid.
Me hyped. I loved it.
that's good. Yeah. No, I'm already like. But I say, funny enough, talking about Jujutsu Kaisen, man, Jujutsu Kaisen could use some of the Haikyuu characters because holy moly, like almost every character is interesting. Like, I don't know, those are some really good characters. And also, it's like episode 8, and I've already seen a character grow, and I'm just like, dude, it's only episode 8. This character has actually grown, and I respect him so much for it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's say out of all these, I would probably say Jujutsu Kaisen just because I've only known the top 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to click that.
Okay,
Only because I haven't seen the rest of them. Next category, best protagonist. So what?
Yeah, I actually didn't. I didn't vote in the best anime of the year because I just couldn't choose, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it up to the others to decide because I have not watched the other ones.
Okay, so best protagonist, we got this guy from Decadence. I don't know who that is. Oh, you talked about this anime to me, Katarina. The Next Life is a Villainess.
Yes, I chose her because she's so wholesome. I love her.
We have the brown paper bag from Jujutsu Kaisen. What the heck is this title? The Misfit of Demon King Academy. History's strongest Demon King reincarnates and goes to school with his descendants.
I have something
okay.
to say about that after you get through the other two anime.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Wait, you want me to say it now?
Oh, no, I'll keep going. Oh, and then the main character from Keep Your Hands Off Izuka and Midori. Oh, the Haikyuu main character's here. That's my boy right there. Hinata. That's my
Pick
boy.
up the devils.
Yeah.
Shoyo Hinata.
Wait, I
Not
guess
like
Did Haikyuu have a new season this year? Is that why?
yeah. There was a new
Okay, okay.
season last year.
He's a good character. He's a good
Uh,
character.
yeah, because like Hinata was kind of MVP on the team last year, so.
Okay, cool. But yeah,
I
talk
will
about this
say-
misfit of the long title.
So in regards to Anna's Vandergold, okay. So I'm planning on watching it just because
Mm.
the main character is good looking, okay? That's
Okay.
the thing. But what I've heard from the anime is just like it's kind of like some people like it, some people hate it, like because it's meant to be like a parody.
It's. I mean,
it's
look at that
not
title. There's no way you're taking it seriously.
yeah, it's not meant to be like a series. It's kind of like a parody anime disguised under the guise of a serious anime, right? Because
Mhm.
if anything, it's like the vibe it gives is kind of like One Punch Man in the way that oh my god, this dude's so stupidly overpowered, it just doesn't make logical sense. Like what the fuck? Like this is not allowed. But I think like it's kind of done. It's like I don't know if it's intentional, but like the kind of dumb shit that happens, like it can't be like they're seriously trying to make a.
I mean, is it? I
anime.
mean, is it to the level of what is it? The main character is so OP, but he's super. What was it? I forget what that. You know what I mean? What's the name of that anime?
Yeah. One Punch Man?
But no, the main character is super. No, that's the title of the anime. The main character is super OP, but he's very careful, something like that.
Oh, Cautious Hero. Yeah,
Cautious
yeah,
hero. Like, is it to that level? Because I thought that they
Yeah.
did it well there.
Something like that, but much more serious and much more like over the top with
Okay.
the
I guess maybe when you go too serious, it doesn't work quite as well, because I think the key to Cautious Hero, to talk about that a little bit, is you had the super serious main character, and then you had the female main character, which is like his foil. So she just kind of balanced that out because of her reactions and because of the way she acted. I feel like that balanced out quite nicely.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Maybe.
I guess maybe. I don't know. I really that's only my guesses because I haven't watched the Misfit of Demon King Academy.
Yeah. So I think that the even thing, actually, speaking of Cautious Hero, you know how you were saying how the girl kind of balances out?
Mm-hmm.
No, like the first like 10 episodes of Cautious Hero is funny, and then the last few episodes just a sob story.
Yeah. But I think they think they made that work because again the balance, right? You have a lot of comedy, and it's like okay, it's serious time now.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. Though, not gonna lie. So I'm like, I have no complaints.
Yeah, I just don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why the brown paper bag is here. Like for best protagonist, he's just a nice kid. Like.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's here.
Yeah, for this one, I chose Katarina Klaus because she's so wholesome. I loved her. I love that anime. I still wish. I don't know. I want to watch it with you, but at the same time, it's reverse harem, and I don't know if you'll enjoy it. It's just really wholesome anime, though.
Oh, okay. Sometimes I'll watch
I don't
wholesome
know.
anime. Like I watched the
Yeah.
Over the Moon for You. That's a very wholesome anime.
I don't think I've heard of. Wait, let me check Over the Moon for You.
Over the Moon for You. It's also called Tonikaku Kawaii. I recommend it if you want some feel good wholesome stuff.
Oh yeah, you mentioned it to me.
Yeah, it's
before.
essentially the concept is essentially when an anime girl and a guy get together, what happens next? You know, usually an anime stops when the girl and guy get together. You never see what happens next. This anime is all about what happens next, kind of thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I liked it. The concept was interesting and it was fresh. And actually watching it, it's mostly like just kind of going through their life and like their relationship. It has touches of comedy here and there, but it's mostly like feel good stuff. It makes you feel good.
Okay, I need to write that down then.
Yeah.
Anime to watch.
But I watched it after you said on stream it was really good. Watch what? Tonikaku Kawaii?
I thought it was Over the Moon for You.
I mean that's a Japanese name. Tonikaku Kawaii is the Japanese name. English name is Over the Moon for You.
Okay.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. It's really good.
Yeah, but for this one, I wrote Katarina Klaus.
For this one, I gotta give it to my boy Hinata. Like I've actually watched this anime, and I thought I would be annoyed by him because he seemed really loud and annoying, like that almost Naruto-esque thing. But no, he's not that.
Yeah.
He's just good. He's just good. He's good. He's good protagonist.
Yeah. And I just want to say, like last year's 2020 season, new Haikyuu season, Hinata MVP. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, he's a good boy. He's a good boy.
Yeah,
All right. Confirm. Did I confirm the last one?
I think you did.
Yeah, I did. All right, cool. Next, best antagonist. Okay, En from the Hero. The Hollow Ichigo, Nine-Tailed Hollow Ichigo. Rachel, Tower of God. That's the villain. Okay. Akito
Right.
Soma.
Okay. Oh, keep going. I have a lot to say
Okay.
about Rachel.
Fan service the character. Echidna. Oh, overhaul. Oh, I forgot my Hero season 4 happened this year.
Yeah, I chose Overhaul for this one.
Oh, me too. Like, dude, overhaul is he's such a great antagonist.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely vile, but great antagonist.
Out of the ones I've seen in this list, it's like Overhaul is just a complex, just the most complex antagonist out of them, and just like
Oh yeah,
driven.
he is a villain. Which
Well, Rachel, aka Rachel.
Oh, okay.
She's just a. I just know people hate her. She's just a bitch, and I'm like, yeah, and I'm just like, yeah, not her. Echidna.
I thought people
Echidna
liked
was
Echidna.
kind of just,
I heard saw people simping on Echidna.
yeah, people just like Echidna. I feel like she doesn't like for an antagonist. She's not really compelling or complex. Like she's just there because she looks cute and everyone just likes her.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I choose.
As I say, Overhaul is one of the most vilest villains ever. Like, I there's just many things I want to say, but just in case some people haven't watched it, I don't want to say things because he's such a good character.
He's vibe, but at the same time, you can kind of like at least he just has a very bad way of approaching an.
Right, yeah, you can see why he does the things that he does, but like, they ain't good.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, that's what makes a good antagonist. Yeah, I agree. Overhaul. He's also he's also man, how do I say this? He's also a boneless crazy diamond.
Boneless crazy.
Matter reconstruction. Yeah. It's so funny because he's boneless crazy diamond, and then Eerie is boneless bites the dust like Killer Queen.
Fruits basket. Fruits basket. The only fruit basket I watched was the first one. Was like the first one that so this fruit basket right now is like a remake of the old fruit basket. Apparently it has season 2. I did not know that. Okay, I have to see what the season 2 is because I feel like it might be the same. It might have just like still be the same storyline as the first fruit basket, like pre-remake. But I'll have to see. Yeah.
Oh, also, I made jokes about to talk about the character from Jujutsu Kaisen real quick. Ryomen Sukuna. He's actually is a good character. Like, I think he actually is a solid character. Another one of the good characters in that show. But I know I made the joke about him being Nine-Tailed Hollow Ichigo, which he kind of is. But in terms of a character, I think he plays his role well. He's a fun character whenever he's in a scene. I don't think he's as good as Overhaul, but he's solid.
Okay.
Yeah. You good on that?
Yeah. I chose Overhaul for me for that one.
Yeah. All right. The best boy, bro. Hinata was right there. All right, let's see who's here. Kai Man from the Hero. His name is Gonjo or Gonjo. I don't know. Gonjo. The guy who carries this entire Antagonist in Jujutsu Kaisen. Tower of God. Kun. Legoshi from Beastars. Oh, the dude from earlier, Anos, Valley Gold, and Hinata is here. There he is.
For me, I didn't watch these animes because here's the thing, because I watched a bit of Tower of God, but I haven't finished it.
Okay.
So I do know who Kun is, but like for me, like I feel like if I did watch the Misfit of Demon King Academy, I would pick Anos just because he's hot.
Okay. Gonjo, I'm sorry.
Legoshi, I'm not a furry, so let's not.
Hey, I ain't a furry.
Gojo, everyone, I've heard a lot of girls like really think
he is carrying that anime on his back. His back is hurting.
I've heard a lot of people say good things about him and say he's really cute. I skipped this category. I didn't vote anyway because I just felt like I like Shoyo Hinata. I don't think he's worthy of like being a best boy on my list. So I didn't want to vote for him.
That's right.
So
I'm only voting for Gonjo because he was carrying its entire. The anime would be terrible if this character was not here. So I think from that alone, I would vote for him.
Okay. Yeah, I just like when I was going through it, I kind of just did a skip on this one because I'm just like, I don't know the
Fair,
other
fair.
characters too well, so I'm just gonna skip. Yeah.
All right. Next, the best girl. Oh, best girl. Sayaka. Chizuru. Oh yeah, Rent a Girlfriend came out.
Yeah.
Noi. Katarina's here again. Abigail. Kaguya. What? Oh yeah, that came out this year. That's a frame 1 Kaguya. Not even close for me.
Yeah,
That's a
plus
frame 1.
For me, I chose Katarina Kleist.
Okay.
She's just,
Oh my goodness, I forgot season 2 of Love is War came out this year. Oh my god, Love is War is so good. It's so good.
yeah. There's a couple. I'm like, there's
It's
definitely a couple where you're gonna frame one, choose him because there's another one I saw that.
Okay. Yeah, Love is War. Okay, so for people who don't know, Kaguya-sama Love is War. It's a comedy kind of relationship anime. The concept is essentially, what if two tsunderes liked each other and they were also 10 out of 10 intelligence? That's pretty much it. And then just antics ensue. And it's just really good and funny, and all the characters are great, and I love it.
I think the other gist of it is like it's like they don't want to confess first. And
Yeah, so that's the thing, right? The concept is the first person who confesses their love essentially loses. You know, they essentially submit themselves to the other person if they admit it. And again, they are highly intellectual, so they're not gonna let that happen. Like, it's great. It's great. Like to put it in another kind of more maybe lewdish way, it's essentially if two tops liked each other and they wanted the other person to confess. Like, it's just so good. Like, it's really that good. Like, every character is an amazing character. It's so funny here and there, and especially with season 2. Season 2 had a lot comedy as well, but it actually had some like really good moments for a lot of the side characters where like you actually cared about them. And me especially, I kind of sympathized with one of the characters. I was like, damn, I didn't think I'd sympathize with this character, but I do, and I feel bad for him. And it's a side character too, which is really crazy. But yeah.
You know how you described it as if two tops liked each other?
Right.
Imagine if they both end up. Sometimes they both exude bottom energy. Not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and there are moments where they both do that, and that's what makes it so good. Is that it's like out, obviously outside you show a certain aspect of yourself, and then inside you're thinking something different. They do that so much, where it's just like outside they're like scheming, conniving, and like convincing in a certain way, and then inside they're just like, I don't know what I'm doing. I hope this is the right thing to do, and like, dang it, like overthinking and overanalyzing, and just like, it's just so good. It's just literally so good. So good.
Yeah.
Great.
You know what I want is what if two like love interests like Kaguya and the president it's like, what if they don't know each other, like they actually don't know the true, like the flustered version of each other, and they only have the outer layer to go off of,
right, yeah
of each other. I was like, that'd be interesting. It's like if they find out the cute side of each other and stuff.
I will say in this season that happens a little bit because not to spoil it, but I'll spoil it a little bit, that Kaguya gets really sick and a little loopy, and so he does see a little bit of that side. It's just a little splash, you know what I mean? A little splash. So don't worry, they listen, they know what they're doing. It's good.
Also, Chino Mizuhara, Rent a Girlfriend.
I have no interest in watching it, and that's it. I hear the main character is the worst, so that's why.
I watched episode 1. Chizuru Mizuhara, I actually like her as a character.
Yeah, I hear the girls are good characters. Good characters.
Aside from that one bitch, that ex-girlfriend, I think she's
yeah.
not that good.
Yeah, because that's her role. Then I've definitely seen a scene with her, and I'm just like, wow, I hate you as well. I've only seen one scene with you.
The main character though, he seems like a just very like he just a lot of people just hates him because he's just like so flaky, and he's just like C-U-N-T.
Like, I hate anime with the bad main character. Like, that's why I don't want to watch it. Like, going back to Jujutsu, like, the main character was just boring, and I still dislike the anime in total because of him. Like, he's the main character. So.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. If the main character. Go ahead.
No, what were you gonna say? I was just gonna read.
I mean, I was just gonna say, yeah. If a main character is bad, I'm just not gonna like the anime much.
Yeah. Maxi-chan asked, "What are your opinions on interspecies reviewer?"
I don't know how that got through. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I've watched a couple episodes of that, and I'm just like, man, this is borderline the hentai, and I was just like, how did they get this through? Not even on Crunchyroll, but just it's like a normal anime. Like, who got fired for this, or like, who just slid this through? Because like I watched it, I'm just like, how did this get through? Like
Someone took
honestly,
one for the team.
like how did it get through? Like I just don't understand. It's an enigma.
I'm just saying, there are some ecchi animes out there that are just like, how the hell is this like not a hentai? Like for example,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
yeah, just a lot out there. I could
yeah. Like that's true, but especially interspecies reviewers, I was just like, okay, like how did this get through? Oh man.
I'm curious. I need to check it out.
I mean, if I say, if you like the genre, you're probably like. I mean, it's essentially like you heard of Yelp. It's like
No?
that, but for fantasy girls. Like, yeah. It's
Well,
like,
what the heck? I searched up pictures of interspecies reviewers and it looks so wholesome. What the heck?
I mean, you probably didn't see the RIT stuff.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my opinions on that. Kage is best girl. There's no debate.
Okay, fair.
Ooh, best OP. This is a cool. I love OPs. OPs are cool.
I think you didn't click confirm for that last one.
Hold on. Yeah, I'll go back. We'll vote again. Here we go. There we go. All right. So best OP. Izoken's Easy Breezy. That's a good opening. Jujutsu Kaisen's Ketai Kitan. It's decent. Beastar's Wild Slide. Never heard it. Great Pretenders GP. Never heard it. Oh, Daddy Daddy Do. Oh, you have a frame one. There we go.
I knew it.
And then Haikyuu's. Okay. Do you want to talk about the other ones before I just gush about the Love is War's opening?
Actually, yeah, for me, because I've only heard Wild Side opening and Daddy Daddy Do, and I actually couldn't choose between Wild Side and Daddy Daddy Do, because both are good songs. I just like Wild Side, the melody is actually very similar to Bloody Stream opening.
Oh, cool.
And I've heard a remix of Bloody Stream, Wild Side, and Cowboy Bebop opening like mixed together, and it works really well. Like the three of those songs sound very similar. So because of that, I couldn't choose between the Wild Side and Daddy Daddy Do, but I think I went with Daddy Daddy Do in the end.
Let's say real quick, Easy Breezy. That's actually a really solid opening. It's like very catchy. Animations is great. And I remember back when this anime was first coming out, a lot of people swapped the main characters with other characters. Great opening though, absolutely great. Easy Breezy is really good. Like if Daddy Daddy Do wasn't on here, I probably voted for that.
But you gotta wait for Daddy.
Yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen opening is just fine. It's just shonen opening, you know. Song is fine, not amazing, not bad. Animations are good, you know. It's fine, just fine. Like, yeah, that's it, just fine. Yeah, Daddy Daddy Do. Oh my goodness, like that I've like it's so good that I had to look up see if there is a live version. I actually recommend looking at the live version as well because I don't know, that dude who sings it literally has so much class, so much swagger. Like, oh my goodness, he's like amazing. The song is so catchy. Like the how do you call it? Like animations, visuals, right? Like the visuals go to the song so well as well, and like it's just really good. It's just really good.
Yeah. Someone in chat earlier mentioned about wanting God of High School opening to be on the list. Unfortunately, it's not here. But my opinion on the God of High School opening was like it doesn't give me because God of High School, the thing is like it was licensed by Crunchyroll, so Crunchyroll pretty much like got anime studio to. I think they got Mappa to animate it. They got the license to animate the.
Okay.
They give it to Mappa to do the animation. I don't know. The opening just feels like it's too. It doesn't have that anime vibe. I don't know how to explain it. It just feels hip hoppy. I guess I don't know. It just didn't feel like an anime vibe opening to me. So I didn't really like it that much. Like the God of High School opening. Personally, my opinion. Yeah. Maxi Chance is kind of hoping for a Black Clover opening.
I don't know anything about Black Clover. except the main character. I've seen clips with him, and I'm just like, I would hate this anime if I watched it just because of this kid.
My brother plays a lot of Black Clover opening on the car when we're driving, and I'm like, their opening's pretty good. Not gonna lie, it's not bad.
Okay.
It's not bad.
We're getting the
Yeah, but
openings.
Yeah. For that one, I chose Daddy Daddy doing the end as well.
It's so freaking catchy. Yeah. Oh, she's okay, I gotta stop. They're gonna attack me. Shout out to Sky, Meteor, and Crow. Wow. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, thanks for the shout out. Wow, we're famous now.
Oh, thank you.
Hello, Sky. Did Sky come back from the dead? Not yet.
Oh.
Okay.
Wait.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, bye.
Okay.
I came back a while ago, but I didn't really know when to talk.
I mean,
Or, like,
yeah, talk at any time. Yeah, talk at any time. Did you want to say anything about the OPs?
Yeah. I haven't heard any of them, so I can't say anything.
Okay, fair.
Well, I haven't like watched those animes, but I've just heard the opening, and I'm just like, oh yeah, they're okay. They're pretty good.
Mm-hmm. I would play them on stream, but then I would get attacked by copyright, so I won't.
It do be like that.
Yeah, me too.
Wait! I just noticed something.
What's up?
Oh, no, looking at the vote for best ending sequence. Do you want to go through them first?
Oh, sure. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I exactly what you're thinking.
Okay. So.
This guy knows what I'm thinking.
Okay, we got Lost in Paradise from Jujutsu Kaisen. Great opening, actually. That's actually a really good opening, and a lot of people were.
Ending sequence.
Oh yeah, my bad. Ending sequence. Yeah, that's a really good ending sequence, and a lot of people were memeing it up when it came out. It's really good. Great Pretenders ending. It's just called The Great Pretender. Okay. B&A. Go ahead.
I feel like I've heard the
Great Pretender.
Yeah, maybe in Osu.
Wait, Freddie Mercury. Wait. What? Not like the Freddie Mercury, right?
Wait, hold up. Oh shit.
Wait, not the one I'm thinking of, right? Like Queen? That's not Queen, right? Like like there's just somebody else named Freddie Mercury. Okay. Cause like I'm just like, wait, did Queen have a song called The Great Pretender and they just used it for their ending? Am I going crazy?
Wait, maybe. Wait, Freddie Mercury, Great Pretender.
When did the Great Pretender first air?
Oh shoot, yeah. Wait, Freddie. Oh, this is a different Freddie Mercury.
No, I think it's the same. I think they just took one of Freddie Mercury's songs and made it the ending song.
Huh. I mean, people like animes have done that before. Like every JoJo ending is a song that already existed.
Yeah.
Huh.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
Okay. I'm surprised it's on this list then. Wait, why would it be on this list? Unless. Okay. Anyway, continuing on.
In regards to animes that were released last year, right?
Uh huh.
So I feel like so Great Pretender still falls under that category.
No, I meant like. I thought this category was about anime endings made specifically for animes. You know what I mean? So it's just weird.
I guess that's like best ending sequence. It doesn't specify.
I guess the sequence. So yeah, you're right. It's not song, it's sequence. That's a good point. Okay, let's keep going. Night Running from B&A, Brand New Animal. I don't know what that is. DDDD from Dororo He Dotoro. Welcome My Friend from Millionaire Detective, Balance Unlimited. Last Dance from Inspector. All right, there we go.
Yeah. Inspector and Millionaire Detective are both on my watch list. Last Dance, okay. Inspector, oh my god, it's sung by Miyano Mamoru.
Who's that?
He does.
Okay,
Wait. Did he the one? Wait, did he the one who composed it?
I'm not sure.
Because...
I think he's the singer. I think he's the singer for it.
Wait, is that Raven? Is that really Raven's voice actor?
No, because usually for things like this, they list whenever they list the artist is often the composer as well. So if it's someone composed it but another person sung it, they would have said like artist name featuring X singer. So in this case, I think Mamoru would have composed it.
Maybe then, yeah.
Yeah.
Miyano Mamoru is Raven's Japanese voice actor.
Yeah, he's also Riku's Japanese voice in Kingdom Hearts. He's also
Yeah.
Ryuji's Japanese voice in Persona 5.
Yeah. Oh my god.
He is badass.
He's
He is great.
He's a
He's-
very big name VA, yeah.
Yeah.
S tier, yeah, STVO right then. And I can't believe Elsa Raven got him as a voice actor. Oh,
I know, right?
As you understand the voice actor thirst.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I've mentioned this before, but it's so funny. Like, when I first heard Elsewhere's Japanese voice, I was just like, wait, who is that? And I was like, oh my goodness, this is Riku. Like, what the heck? Wait, what is going on?
Yeah.
It's so cool.
It says, yeah, I searched up last and it says artist Miyano Mamoru. That's it. Yeah, so I think he did compose it.
Yeah, I think he would have been the composing, yeah.
Oh my god, Miyano Mamoru. I need to listen
Oh,
to
he's
it
also
now.
Light Yagami from Death Note.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah.
A-list. Other than that though,
That's cool,
Millionaire
that's cool.
Detective, I need to watch it.
I've watched episode 1, but that's it.
Okay, yeah.
But-
I remember.
I've been playing. I wanted to watch Warga, but then I'm like, I just got lazy.
Yeah, I need to watch it because it's like I keep dropping like a lot of anime. Like last year, I kept like watching it and then not continuing it, except for God of High School. But Millionaire Detective, all I've heard, I know when first episode came out, there was so many thirsty comments about the main character. Like the amount of fangirls that are just thirsting over him was insane. Like I've got like screenshot pictures. The amount of I'll see if I can pull it up. It's pretty funny though how much they were thirsting over him. But yeah, you guys can continue. Yeah. Millionaire Detective sounds like Batman. Yeah, it's Batman.
That's it.
Yeah.
I really don't
Yeah.
have anything else to say
Yeah.
for this part.
wanna
Except for the fact that the Jujutsu ending, we haven't talked about that yet. Jujutsu Kaisen ending is really good. A lot of people did like remakes on YouTube with like different characters representing the characters from the ending. It's good. Art's good. Song's good.
I agree. Oh wait, actually, I haven't seen it. I was just saying I agree, but yeah, I need to watch it and have a look. Honestly.
It's good.
Mhm.
All right.
But for this one, which one would you pick?
Oh, I mean, I've always seen the Jujutsu one, so
Oh, okay,
and it's solid.
Okay.
So
Fair.
yes. Continuing on.
His
Best.
parents died. I actually don't know. I need to watch.
Oh no, because they said it sounds like Batman. That's why.
Yeah.
Best VA performance. Oh, okay.
Wait. I probably.
We had something for the last thing or this thing?
Oh no, VA performance. Well, at least like it just caught my eye because that's something I really look. That's something at least I really look to. But
Okay. We got
let's see.
Riho
I
Sugiyama
actually-
from Wave Listen to Me. Megumi Ogata from Toilet Bound Hanokun. We got Yusuke Kobayashi from ReZero Season 2.
Kobayashi, yep.
Yuchi
Yuchi
Nakamura from
Nakamura.
Jujutsu Kaisen. Matsumi Tamura from Keep Your Hands Off Rizoken. And the Millionaire Detective Yusuke Onuki from the Millionaire Detective. My bad.
I didn't watch any of these. Oh, okay.
I-
The only anime I did watch on this is actually ReZero number 2. And can I just say, I see why the Japanese community hate Natsuki Subaru so much in season 2. I hate him too. Like the first few episodes, he's just so bratty. And I'm like, oh my god. I haven't finished watching it. I think I kind of got like, because of his attitude in the beginning of season 2, I kind of did not want to continue it. So I haven't finished yet, but I do need to get to that ReZero season 2.
Yeah.
Everyone else though, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I don't really have strong opinions for really anybody on
I
this.
don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't watched any of these, so I can't comment anyway.
Yeah, like the girl from Keep Your Hands Off Rizoken, she's kind of funny. Like, then the voice acting is pretty good on that character, so I'd probably vote for her, but it's not a very strong vote.
What about, wait, Sky, do you know any of these voice actors, or if you're particularly fond of any of these voice actors?
I've only heard of Yuichi Nakamura. I think, and no one. I think everyone else are. I'm not 100% sure. The voice actors that I'm more familiar with are usually more famous. So
okay.
I'm just happy that they are. Well, at least like, yeah. I'm not sure whether any of these are big names, but whoever is not a big name, like, big kudos, because it's nice to see new talent winning awards and stuff. It's always nice.
Yeah. True. Yeah, for most of these, I just like, I can't really have an opinion because I'm not too sure.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Best VA performance from dubs. Hawks. That was a great voice. I actually watched My Hero in dubbed. Hawks was a great voice. Crispin Freeman from Fate Grand Order, Absolute Demonic. Aaron
Wait,
Phillips from The Great
Crispin
Pretender.
Freeman.
He
Wait,
voiced
whoa.
Z Yusudra. I don't know who that is, but there you go. Aaron Phillips from Great Pretender. Johnny Young Bosch. Oh, Johnny Young Bosch. It's Ichigo from Tower of
Yeah,
God.
Ichigo.
Jonas Scott from Beastars and Aneris Quinones from ReZero Season 2.
Yeah,
Hawks
I
was
only
great,
know
by the
Johnny
way.
Young Bosch. Yeah, I don't know anyone else, so I skipped this one as well.
Fair, fair. I gotta give this to Hawks. Yeah, I watched My Hero dubbed when it was getting simulated dubbed, however they call that. Yeah, I don't know. It's really good. Solid voice. Good choice.
Sky, did you have something to say about Crispin Freeman?
Uh, no. Well, I mean, because I haven't watched it English. I haven't watched English for this.
Mm.
So, but I think it was just interesting that the person that got nominated was a minor character.
Maybe he did just a really good performance.
Yeah, like how many lines does he? Like,
Yeah,
how to say it? Like,
not many.
he plays a really major role like later on in the story, but as that particular old man, I think in the game he gets like one scene out of like because the story like at least in game the story for Babylonia was extremely long. So then like he gets like a scene, actually two. But he gets like two really short scenes because I think he just comes in, gives out some like I don't know some like metaphorical like warning stuff, and then characters are like, "What are you talking about?" And then he just poofs, and then that's kind of it. And then
Interesting.
that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much his own story. So, I mean, he later comes on, and then he reveals that he's actually the wait. Oh, I guess
The
it's not
Grand
spoilers since that is
Servant.
old. Yeah,
The
yeah,
Grand
he's actually the Grand Assassin. He's actually the Grand
Hassan.
Assassin. Yeah,
Yeah.
the King Hassan, the Grand Assassin. So I guess that kind of so I guess and then, even then King Hassan doesn't speak. Even then King Hassan doesn't speak very much. So
I'm surprised he got nominated as well. I'm like pleasantly surprised though, at least.
yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. I just know a lot of memes about that character, King Hassan. It's so funny. I love it. Like how like they make haram jokes, like oh that's haram, stuff like that. It's all really funny.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Other than that, yeah, because I only know Johnny Young Bosch from for voice playing Black Power Ranger and also Ichigo from Bleach, and everyone else I don't know, so I can't give it. I skipped this one as well.
Okay. By the way, for the English dub for Elseword, I really wanted Raven to be voiced by Johnny Young Bosch. Obviously, that did not happen, but that's what I wanted. If you guys are curious about that, would have been cool. Would have been cool. Oh well, what can you do?
Maybe a different character will get his voice. Who knows?
Nah, it could only have been Raven. If it's another character, that would make me more mad. All right, best director. I mean, okay.
This one I just skipped as well. I don't know any of the directors.
That just goes to say like how well directed the anime was. So like, did the plot flow well? Were the scenes? That's kind of what it means, I think.
Yeah. But I guess the other issue is it's like I didn't watch any of these animes, and because of that, I had to skip this one. Yeah.
Masaki Yusa, Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken, Chizuru Tachikawa, Decadente, Sungyo Park, Jujutsu Kaisen, Hiro, Kaburi, Great Pretender. Cool. Mamoru Hatakama, Some of His War. God of a Frame One. There we go. Takashi Sono from Tower of God. So, I can only speak on Jujutsu Kaisen and Love Is War. But again, going back to my problems with Jujutsu Kaisen, the dialogue is pretty stilted early on, and I think the pacing's pretty bad, and I think that honestly does fall on the director in a lot of senses. So I don't think it was directed very well. And then comparison to Love Is War, I think it was paced very well. Like Love Is War is segmented so that it's two, I guess you would call it like 2 episodes in one, if that makes sense. Like it's 2 scenarios in one episode. The flow's well, the jokes hit, dialogue's great for a comedy, The emotions hit great when it's an emotional scene. I think that's great direction.
Understand.
Yes, and I've heard Tower of God. The what is it? The story gets worse later on. So, and we talked about it too. How like
Yeah,
this,
'cause I've never
skipping
seen the beginning
scenes
of
that were in the manga. I think that's bad direction. Or I mean, it
Mm.
seems like it was bad direction rather.
I don't know, because I've only seen the beginning of Tower of God, so I couldn't make a judgment on that either.
Mhm.
So this one I just skipped the category because I just don't have an opinion for any of them.
Yeah. Cool.
One.
Next
What's the
one.
next
Best animation. So just animation.
one?
Keep your hands off of Izuken. It was pretty good animation. The God of High School. That's the only one of the only good things I heard about that. Great Pretender. Jujutsu Kaisen, really solid. Princess Connect Redive and B Stars.
For this one, I chose God of High School because the fight scenes were they're pretty good. Not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I
Uh,
chose God of High School for this one.
yeah, my only opinions are of Izuken and Jujutsu Kaisen. Izuken is unique. Like it's solid and it's very unique. It's its own style. And I talked about Jujutsu Kaisen. It just has solid animation. It's just really nice. Good animation. Fight scenes are nice.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
I probably give it
I
to
chose.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Uh-huh,
I just haven't seen anything from God of High School.
God of High School, yeah, I've only seen God of High School, Jujutsu Kaisen. Maybe I would have chosen Jujutsu Kaisen if I watched it, but I didn't watch it yet. Haven't watched it yet.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
Oh, again, real quick. I hate to keep harping on Jujutsu Kaisen, but this animation thing made me think of something. One of the things that just happens in the fight sequences is that the people are just flying through buildings, like that happens in anime from time to time, right? But
Yeah.
they haven't really explained why the people can be so durable. So I was just like, all right, are they ever gonna explain why these just human dudes can just fly through buildings and just kind of be okay, like relatively? And they just haven't yet. They just haven't yet. I mean, well, at least in some animes they explain that like these people have like more than uh like supernatural human strength and stuff like that, But
I don't know, because even like, I don't know, there's just so many anime where like they're all normal, they're like meant to be like, because like in that aspect, wouldn't you just say that because of Jujutsu Kaisen they have super abnormal powers? That's what allows them to fly through buildings.
no, except for the main character. The main character showed like he can jump really high and like break through windows, so he's like superhuman. And even like the powered characters are just like, wow, that's his physical strength or whatever. So yeah, that's what confused me. Because even the characters with powers are just like, wow, that's crazy. So, I don't know.
Because I feel like a lot of anime, like for example, like I don't know, no, I want to use examples like Naruto and stuff. But I feel like you could just say that because they use chakra.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. That they have
So I
that
feel like
at
wouldn't
least.
the same apply to Jujutsu Kaisen? What is that about Jujutsu Kaisen
The
that you think
curse
that makes
power
a normal
thing.
female? Curse
But
power thing.
yeah.
Wouldn't you just say the curse power kind of like makes it body more durable or something like that?
Well, the thing with curse power is that how you use it, because one of the characters uses his curse power to summon things, and another character uses her curse power to like make her weapon stronger. So
Yeah, but that's like
yeah,
the
it
same thing
doesn't.
with Naruto, where like chakra doesn't actually make your body more durable, but somehow they can fly through the walls and stuff.
Yeah, like I was like, I can't really speak on Naruto because I'm not sure, but yeah, that would only apply to the main character. That's why it confused me, because like the Sasuke character, quote unquote, who summons things, like he was flying through buildings, and it was just he was just okay, and I was like, man, this is weird.
I feel like it's just an anime.
I was just
thing,
waiting for
because
the
anime-
explanation. That's pretty much.
I don't know, because I feel like a lot of animes it just kind of happens and no one questions it. Like even like I don't know.
I don't know. It just felt weird in
It's an anime
particular.
thing.
Yeah, it just felt weird in particular here because I think they made a point in a lot of scenes that like most of these people are just kind of people.
Yeah, like even in My Hero, though, like people go flying through buildings. They're supposed to be normal humans with super.
Well, I say at least with My Hero, they showed scenes with Deku training and stuff like that, so he is pretty muscly and stuff. So
Yeah, but like, at the same time, like you could say the same about Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, the curse empowers and makes them more durable.
no, not comparing it to My Hero. My Hero, you see them working out and stuff, and actually training their body.
But you could also say the same like Jujutsu Kaisen, they train their body off screen or something like that.
I mean, they didn't before that happened.
You could
At
say-
least
you
at least
could
with the
say-
characters that we've seen.
Yeah, cause in My Hero, like Deku for example, he's a normal boy, but he
Yeah.
goes flying through buildings.
Yeah, because he trained his body to be like super fit.
Yeah, and because I think because of his quirk, right? In a way, because of his quirk.
Yeah.
But you could say the same with Jujutsu Kaisen. And
Yeah, but they haven't
other
explained.
anime
Yeah,
that
that's what I'm saying.
flying
They haven't
through
explained that
buildings.
yet. Well, again, well, at least for the main character. I'm not bothered by the main character because they showed that like he's really strong, and
I don't know, because
that
they also never really explained that how Deku's able to like live through flying after flying into woods and stuff. Like even Todoroki at times as well. I'm just like, I don't know. I think it's just an anime thing, just to like make it more like just action, just to spice up the action. That's about it.
Nah, I don't know. I think you'll have to. I think you would have to see it. Like I think it's pretty jarring there.
I feel like it's just like it's just such a norm of anime trope. Everyone can just kind of accept it for being like, oh
I think you'll have to watch it in context. It did seem weird because Kiko pointed that out to me too. Like it was really weird.
I don't know. I feel like it's kind of like just an aspect of exaggeration. It's just like just exaggeration to, it's kind of just like to amp up action. I'll have to watch though. I'll see.
Yeah, you'll definitely have
I
to
don't
watch
know.
it.
I feel like there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, you'll have to watch it. You'll have to watch it. All right, best character design. So it's Izoken, Great Pretender, Toilet Brown, Hanako-kun, BNA, Brand New Animal, Tower of God, and Yasuhime, Princess Half Demon.
Oh, this is for best character design like in the whole anime in general.
Yeah, Izuken's
Um,
unique. That's about the best I can say about it. I don't really have anything about these other ones.
Can't either because I've never seen any of these. So
Yeah,
I
they all
skipped
just
on
kind of
this
look
one.
normal.
Yeah, I skipped on on this one because I didn't watch any of them
Mhm.
except for Tower of God. And Tower of God, the character design seemed pretty. It was actually maybe I probably would vote Tower of God. Like the character designs aren't that bad. They're pretty cool
Mhm.
except for the main character and Rachel.
Mhm.
But that's all I have an opinion on. So I kind of just skipped this category. I skipped it. You can
Okay.
vote.
Okay. I mean, I was gonna give it to Yuzoken because Yuzoken's unique. Okay. Best fight scene.
This one was hard for me to
Jujutsu
choose.
Kaisen, Satoru Gonjo versus Ryumin Sukuna. It's a decent fight. God of High School, Jin Mori versus Jakal Tech. Sword Art Online 2 came out this year? Okay. Burr Kolai versus Dark God Vetka. My Hero, Deku versus Overhaul. That's a great fight. Jin Mori versus Han Dowie. Oh, God of High School has 2. Is that cheating? I don't know. Brawler versus Mr. Kuduma Dive.
Because the whole gist of the God of High School anime was just animating all the fight scenes. So there was a lot of different fight scenes in God of High School. And
Okay.
A lot of them were pretty.
Is Jin Mori the main character? Because he's here in both.
Yes, Jin Mori is the main character.
Makes sense.
Jago Tag is the main villain in season 1.
Is Han like the rival or something?
Han Daiwa is the rival. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was about to say if that guy's the villain and it's a good fight, the other one must be the rival.
Yeah.
Uh.
It was a hard choice for me, mainly between Jin Mori versus Jago Tag and Deku versus Overhaul.
That fight's
because,
really
like,
good.
Yeah, because the Jim Mori and Jago Type fight was like, oh my god, I got like, it made me emotional. I was like, holy shit, this is so hype. This is like freaking amazing. It's just like the music was great, the voice acting was great. I was like, it's so good. But then like Deku versus Overhaul, the animation was so beautiful as well. I'm like, like My Hero Academia is just known for such great.
Oh yeah,
scenes
like,
as well. And I'm like,
let's say especially after that notoriously mediocre fight that was Overhaul versus Lemillion, like where it was a PowerPoint slideshow. Like
because I actually thought that fight was really great.
it was fine, but like I don't know, there was some points where it just went to scenes of a picture and then next picture and the next picture, like it was just weird. Yeah. I specifically remember that too. Yeah, I mean it was fine.
I really like Lemillion because Overhaul was kind of badass. I was like, Lemillion was fucking handing ass without
Mhm.
his quirk, and I'm like, holy shit, that's
Yeah.
freaking badass as shit. I was like, that's so great. I loved it. Um, but in the end, in the end, I had to go to for My Hero because just 'cause,
Yeah, like there's just so many great things about that fight. Like
yeah,
again, like from a music standpoint, from a story standpoint, like
yeah,
again, not to spoil it too much, but essentially this is like for a story reason, it's almost pretty much Deku at his full potential, more or less. Like
yeah, yeah, yeah,
through a
yeah,
through a cheat code, let's say. Uh,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
it,
yeah,
which
yeah,
is so good, and
true.
it's also a fight during the day, which is not normal for My Hero, which is like a
Oh,
conclusion fight during the day. They usually have their
mhm,
conclusion fights during the night. Like
yeah.
I'm reminded of like the fight versus All for One, or the fight versus the Hero Killer. Like those all happen at night. This is the first one of the first conclusion fights that happened during the day, and I think it definitely enhances the scene like a lot. Because you go from the what is it, the dark dank building just straight into the day. Like it's really nice.
Yeah, 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 pretty much. Yeah, I just like.
And the animations is, oh my, it's so fantastic. It's like they put
The
everything into
animation's
that
so
scene.
great as well.
Like the only
Yeah.
bad thing is that the censoring that they unfortunately have to
Mm.
do.
Like,
Do you know about that?
Jim wait, which sensory is it?
They have to darken the screen during some segments so the colors get really dulled and things like that. It's not like that in the
What?
Blu-rays, but yeah.
Oh, okay, makes sense. But dude, yeah, like Jimori versus Jago Tyke was like a really good fight, but unfortunately, My Hero is on this list, and I kind of advocated to vote for My Hero as a result.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh,
I voted for My Hero here.
all right. Next.
Blazing Black Hearts asks, "What's the worst anime in your opinion?"
Freaking, I forget what it was called. It was like some harem anime that like just wasn't good at all, and I legitimately fell asleep
Days?
watching it. I don't remember what the
School
name
Days?
is. Huh?
School Days?
No.
Okay, never mind.
I've only seen the last episode of School Days, and it's weird.
I feel like worst anime, like probably Boku no Pico or School Days. Boku no Pico is hentai, not even
I mean,
anime.
that's not necessarily an anime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah, I
think
can't
I'd
even
have to
remember the
pick
name of that
School Days.
anime that I'm thinking of.
Okay,
That was really
I
boring.
have to go with School Days. Yeah, School Days. I don't know why I watched the whole thing as well.
Mm. I don't know.
Sky, are you there?
Mm?
Like, Sky, do you want to answer this question as well? What's the worst anime in your opinion?
Oh, the thing is, like, all the ones that I watched were either recommended to me, or I had already read, or I had already experienced the anime in a different way. If that makes any sense. So, like, for example, for Full Metal Alchemist, like, I went into that having already have read the manga.
I've yet to watch that, by the way.
Okay.
It makes sense then. Makes sense.
Hmm.
I can see that. Fair.
What are some contenders? The thing is, like, all the ones that are like, that I didn't particularly like were more like ones that I had, like, I already knew what the plot was. I already knew what the storyline was. It was just like, but I was just there for like the animation and the voicing, I guess. Like, actually, in your opinion, how good was the Elfwood anime? Because I've only watched like 3 or 4
It's
episodes.
fine. It's just
Wait,
fine.
Anime, okay, if I had to talk, okay, in my opinion, it was, Elsa anime was just there for the players, fan service, just to see their favorite characters be animated and come to life. As an anime, if you're just looking at an anime perspective, it's pretty shit. It's like the pacing is bad. If you're a new person to Elsa, you'd have no idea what the hell was going on. Some of the animations do get a bit jank, and it's definitely like you can definitely tell it's reused, and it's like sometimes the animation, like even though the animation does look pretty clean at first, you can definitely tell like there's a lot of animations that gets reused, recycled, and gets a bit like out of like clunky and jank looking sometimes. Especially that one bit where Raven like the crew are running towards Elsa after he got injured. It looks so fucking weird and retarded. I think I made a whole like freaking I made a whole like Tumblr rant about it. It's just sometimes the animation looks a bit. Oof.
Okay, hold on. I'll say this: the worst season of an anime I ever watched was Dragon Ball Super. The the Frieza, what is it? Resurrection F arc from Dragon Ball Super.
Okay.
Because the animation is absolutely. You were talking about band animation. The first thing I thought of was Dragon Ball Super, because unfortunately the working conditions for them were not very good. That was really bad. It's like one of the first seasons, and it was just it was so weird. Like one of the earliest seasons of Dragon Ball Super were just redoing the movies, or when it's just like, but we have these amazing movies. Like, why are you redoing it? And they were just redoing it as a worse anime. It was just very confusing.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Worst animes? I don't know. I can't really pick one. Yeah. Well, it's School Days for me. Worst animes for me.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, but yeah, I'm not sure what I can choose because a lot of the animes that I didn't enjoy were because they had another original medium where the storytelling and stuff of the anime kind of paled in comparison to the original medium. That makes any sense?
Oh, I got something when you said that. Well, I got something when you said that. Oh my goodness. Just because the ending is complete horse garbage. Erased. Oh my goodness. That ending tilts me so much. No. Erased. I'm saying erased.
Okay.
I hate that ending.
I still think nothing can be worse than School Days. It's like
Mate, you're probably right, but I'm just salty about that ending. That's the only reason, and I'm salty about the ending, and I'm not sorry. Like, why? And then like I rewatched it in live action. Like there's an erased live action, right? And that ending happened again. I was like, y'all couldn't have changed this for the live action version. Y'all gotta make this crappy ending again. No, erased had such good potential. What happened? They fumbled it. How did they fumble it? Yeah, well, what can you do?
But yeah, based going off of what Sky said about all the anime you watch, like the bad anime, is just because like those going off of like an original medium, like there was like a manga it was like an adaptation of something. I think you can still consider that, like even then, I think you can still consider it a bad anime because it's technically it's just made a bad adaptation of like an original work. So I think you can still categorize it as bad anime.
Oh yeah, you know what?
In that case,
go ahead.
I didn't watch the whole thing for this one because I was just but dramatical murder. As someone who has played through the I played visual novel, and how the anime does is because there's a how do I say it's not really like it's not ultimate in the sense that you date girls. I guess an ultimate is more like self-insert and you date guys. But this is more like you're a main character and you can choose different routes. And then without each of the routes, you get like you develop your relationship more with different characters. But then like what they attempted to do in the anime, like I still remember that there was a particular episode, I think it was episode 4, that they aired, and then there was just so much backlash that they took down the episode and then they just re-aired it, like a better version of it, like sometime later because the animation was dank at some points. What they did was they attempted to like mash together all of the routes, including so I think how the routes work is you have like 3 or 4 normal routes that you go through, and then I think after you've gone through all 4 of them, then that unlocks like the true route. So then they kind of mashed all 5 of the routes together, and then and yeah, I think that was that didn't go very well. I mean, there's also the fact that they cut out all the R18, but I think cutting out the R18 the R18 is like a side thing, so that was completely fine with me. But like the mashing,
Yeah, I feel like if you're gonna be animating like like stories that have 3 different endings and stuff, like for example, Fate Stay Night, then you should do what Ufotable does and do separate. Exactly.
Separate. I mean the separate for them worked because they had the budget to do separate.
Yeah.
But I guess
Fate's pretty
I
big.
wonder whether it was because I wonder at the same time, like, was it more like they released Fate Stay Night and then that boomed so well that they could release other routes because they just decided to go with the single route in the beginning. Right? So I wonder whether it's more like that anime like blew up so hard that they had the budget to do animations for the other routes.
Yeah. So I think either do one anime for every single route, or they just focus on one route and only animate one route. I don't think they should like mash 3 routes into one. That's like stupid. What the fuck?
Yeah. I think so too.
I mean, that's the thing. It's just like you try to please everybody because like that's something that happens in harem anime a lot. is the main character doesn't pick a girl, they'll just do little bits of every single route, and then by the end of the episode, he still hasn't picked a girl, and it's just like ends.
Okay.
So I think that's a typical thing, definitely with anime based on visual novels, because I've watched quite a bit of harem anime, and that's always what happens, and I hate it every time.
Harem anime is a bit different compared to like action anime, like Fate Stay Night, for
Yeah.
example.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best that's the way comparison I can think of,
Yeah.
because like that also has multiple roots.
Mhm.
But I think it comes from the idea of trying to please everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but
Yeah.
fucking like, but like it's not an easy problem. It's not an easy problem to fix.
Yeah.
It's another anime I just liked.
But I say, speaking of that, you said the source material is better. I got reminded of Persona 5 the animation, which is pretty bad, to be honest.
Okay.
Which is a shame because Persona 4 the animation is really funny and really good. But I don't know how they fumbled the bag with Persona 5 the animation. Like the animation looks so terrible. Like at least the dub has jokes about it and makes it funny, but you know, that wasn't the intention of that anime, you know? Yeah. It's a bit of a
It'll
shame.
be like that. You win some, you lose some.
Oh, if I say, and speaking of multiple endings, they did the bad ending. Like I don't why.
No.
Yeah, the ending of Persona 5 animation is the bad ending. Why?
Uh, it's just some bad decision making, honestly.
Yeah, I honestly, I know, like, real quick tangent. I think it's coming from I think unfortunately a culture in Japan is overworking people and rushing things out really quickly. So a lot of these artists and animators don't have time to like, fine tune and like make it really nice. Well, super a lot.
I guess it's just overworking is just a massive like thing over there. As unhealthy as it is.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of animating, I still remember that specific scene from. Oh, I can't. It was like a It was like one of those like joke animes for. It was like a general Nasuverse joke parody anime. I can't remember what the name is. It's something Carnival, I think. And then so it's kind of like a mix. It's kind of like got mix of Kara no Kyokai, Fate Stay Night. I feel like it had a. I'm not sure whether Tsukihime was involved in there, but I only watched the Fate related episodes. And then there was a particular part where one of the character goes like it was in one of those like break, kind of like in between scenes, kind of like small scenes, and then I think one of the characters goes like, "Yay, we have budget, let's spend it all." And then there's like this really really nicely animated like character like running around in circles or something, and then another character comes in like, "Hey, like you're killing the budget," and then they like drag the character off, and then there's a caption that goes, "Those 10 seconds or something costed 150,000 yen."
That's funny.
like some really high amount of money, and they're like, "This is true."
That's funny.
So I thought that part was interesting.
Okay.
That they splurged and then intentionally told the audience that they splurged.
That actually is pretty fun. All right. This next category, by the way, is best drama. Yeah, what's up?
Sorry, I'm just looking at the time right now.
That's fine. We'll just finish this up. Yeah.
Okay.
Just like finish. Let's finish.
But yeah. If either of y'all need to go, feel free.
Oh, I'm good.
Yeah. Okay. Best drama. You got Fruits Baskets, Great Pretender, Japan Sinks 2020, Sing Yesterday for Me, Beastars, and Somali of the Force Spirit. I don't know any of these.
Oh yeah, I don't know any of this either, but I just remember Sing Yesterday for Me. I watched a clip from it, and the clip title was something called "When Your Girlfriend Turns into a Crow," and I'm like, what? And that's why I clicked on it.
Did she turn into a crow?
No, she's just like, no, it was just a girl who got along really well with the crows, and like, it was just like something like that clip. My friend did recommend it to me, so I guess I should watch it because it's kind of like it's not a coming of age anime. It's more like I actually don't remember what it was about. I'll need to have a look at it, but a friend did recommend it to me, so I have to check it out.
I say, speaking of crows, Haikyuu got a lot of crow symbolism.
Oh yeah.
Karasuha.
Karasuno crows.
Yeah, that's it. In season 1, they go heavy with it.
Yeah.
Kind of neat. Just
But
random.
the thing is, like, the funny thing about the name is like Karasu in Japanese means crow, right? So
Mm.
the whole like if you translate their name, you just said crows.
Yeah.
That's the name
That's
of their
funny.
team. But yeah,
Oh.
not
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
nothing
Cause
like
that makes sense. Cause sports teams are usually the school name and an animal.
yeah,
Yeah, that is kind of funny. Okay, I never thought about that. That's so true.
yeah. But yeah. In regards to the anime drama, best drama, I haven't seen any of these, so I'm not sure.
I'm gonna vote Great Pretender because GP is big prominence. There you go.
Okay,
That's the
sure.
only reason. All right, next one, best comedy. Okay. Keep your hands off of Izoken. Oh, Love is War. There we go. Easy. Next, Life is a Villainous. Oh, that's with Katarina, right?
Yeah, that's the one I chose.
Sleepy Princess, Demon Castle. Kaka Yoshigoto. Oh, there you go. Misfit of Demon Kim and Candy. It's a comedy.
Oh yeah, so it is a comedy. Okay, so
It
they
is a
meant to
comedy.
make it like a parody of like OP,
Yeah.
just a parody of OP stuff. Okay. But either way, because I haven't seen that one yet, so I chose My Life as a Next Villainous.
Yeah,
That's the vote I-
you did say you like that one a lot.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's very wholesome.
Cool. Yeah, everybody go watch Love is War. It's good. It's good.
My Next Life as a Villainous is also good if you like reverse harem.
I say as long as the characters are good, that's all I care about.
And,
So,
like it's got reverse harem and it's also got Yuri ships. So I'm just
again,
saying,
as long as the characters are good, that's really all I care about.
yeah, the characters are really good. I feel like
Okay,
you
cool.
might enjoy it then, media in that
Okay, cool.
aspect.
Yeah, I say I care about characters more than anything else. So.
Okay, fair.
Best score, which is like the music. We got Tower of God, Great Pretender, Beastars, Keep Your Hands Off of Izoken, God of High School, and Japan Sinks 2020. I don't know.
For me, for this one, I just have a bias for Kevin Penking,
Who's
because
that?
Kevin Penking composed the music in the Rising of Shield Hero and Made in Abyss, and his compositions are just like oof, 10 out of 10, chef's kiss, good shit.
Cool, cool.
Also, because Kevin Penkin is an Australian.
Is he
and-
really?
Yep, he's an Australian.
That's
Yep.
funny.
So because of that, I just went with my bias and I just voted for Kevin Penking for best score.
That's it. I might just go with your bias because I have no opinion.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I was Kevin Penkin because Kevin Penkin is oh great music. Holy shit. Man.
Cool. Next, got the best couple. NASA. Oh wait, we have Tony Kakawai. Nice. NASA Yuzuki and Tsukasa Yuzaki over the Tony Kakawai over the moon for you. Oh, this is tough for me already. What the heck? Kaguya and Miyuki, Legoshi and Haru, Kyoto Igawa and Kuro Sakigawa, Katarina Kless and Maria. Is that the main girl? For
Yeah, Maria Campbell.
Okay.
Katarina Klaus is the main girl. Maria Campbell is okay.
That's just one of them, or the main one?
So okay. So you know how like the whole gist of My Next Life as a Villain is like she resurrects in a visual novel that she played as in her real world. And when you play like in that game, the main girl is the girl with the blonde hair, Maria Campbell. So she's the main character of the game, but when the girl resurrects, she resurrects as the main the villain, the main antagonist, Katarina Klein.
So is Maria the main character?
I actually don't know if she gets together with the main character. It's like she doesn't choose at the end, but it's just like this is like one of the.
But do you know why they picked Maria?
Maria's the main character of like the game.
Yeah, that's why I asked.
Oh.
I said, is Maria the main character? Oh, I guess I should specify of the game.
As a love interest, like in.
No, she's the main character of the video game that Katarina played.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was what I was asking.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, pretty much it's just like I don't know, cause like for this vote, I chose Kaguya Shinomiya and Miyuki Shirogane because
yeah, they got some great
just
scenes.
I don't know why they went with Katarina Klein and Maria Campbell that ship, because I feel like there was just another like they were just guys with better.
There was better ones. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, so I'm just like I didn't really like that particular ship in the anime, so I chose Kaguya Shinomiya and Miyuki Shirogane for this one.
And the last one is Chizuru Mizuhara and Kazuya Kinoshita.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is actually tough for me because the couple in Tony Kakawai is really good, and then I like Love is War as well. Damn. You know what? Just because they confessed to each other, I'm gonna go with Tony Kakawai. Because they confessed to each other in episode 1 and just got that over with. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Tony Kakawai is really good. Watch it.
I need to watch it. I need to put it on my. Oh, it's already on my watch list. So if I have time, I'll watch it.
It's pretty solid. All right, I think this is the last one. Yep, best fantasy. ReZero Season 2, Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai, Decadence, Ascendance of Bookworm Part 2, Dororo Hidororo, and Tower of God.
For this one, because I've only seen ReZero Season 2 and Tower of God, but like between ReZero and Tower of God, I just went with ReZero just because like it's much more well known, I guess. For that aspect, it's like season 1 was already like great. It just gave it gave the season's anime such a great like foundation, I guess. So because of that, I chose ReZero. But yeah, not gonna lie, season 2 I haven't finished it yet. Just because like I don't like Subaru. Like Subaru was just kind of a dick at the beginning of it, so. But I still gotta I still chose ReZero for this one.
Yeah, I don't really have an opinion on any of these. I mean, I like Subaru in Isekai Quartet. There you go. That's about it.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah, but Subaru in season 2 of ReZero was just a bit of a.
Yeah. All right, and there you go. That's the whole list.
Real quick, Agonistic asks, is there anything outside of the choices given that you would have picked for any of the categories?
I don't know, just because I don't know which anime appeared this year. So I would have to look at a list. But I don't know. I feel like the things on there were the things that, like, the only thing I really cared about, to be honest with you, out of all the animes here, the only ones I really cared about was Love is War, 20 Kakukoi when it appeared that one time, and then My Hero. And then everything else I didn't really have any big feelings on. So, and then the places that those animes were slotted in were just kind of like the best places that could be slotted in, you know? Like, maybe they could have put Lemillion in Best Boy, and I would have voted for him for Best Boy. Like, that's about it. Like, I would put like Lemillion the Best Boy. He's a good boy. Man gave up his powers just for a random little girl. Poor guy.
Oh, actually, if I had to have the choice, like, you know the bit for, cause, okay, you know what? I'm going through a list of anime, and yep, I would definitely have chosen a lot of a different anime for a lot of these categories.
You got something?
I have a lot though, so I think like we could probably do that for another time.
Okay, that's fine. But I say that would be good too, because by that time, the awards will be over, so we have to see who the winners were and everything. Like that.
Yeah. We could do it for another time. Yeah. No worries.
Opinion on Tower of Resonance? Never heard of it. That's why I didn't answer that. That's I wasn't ignoring you. I've just never heard of it, so it didn't really catch my attention.
I've never seen that one either, so I just didn't know what you were talking about, and I just couldn't answer as well. I guess what I could do is like I could just go through and just like make like I could go through the list of anime that came out in 2020, and then just like make a new like my new winners for each category, but for next podcast maybe.
Okay.
I could do that. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. That is going to about wrap it up for us. Is there anything last comments you guys want to say?
Not really.
What would Noah's favorite anime be?
What?
What would Noah's favorite anime be?
Noah's favorite anime?
Yeah.
What about Raven's favorite anime?
Well, I was about to say I always said Noah just because I would title the episode that whatever you guys answered.
Okay, fair enough.
Whoa, Noah's favorite anime. Would Noah even watch it?
Alright. He's looped enough. He probably caught a couple episodes, you know.
He's probably watching. You know the anime where that guy who falls into the pit and he gets white hair and he just like turns monsters around him into weapons.
No, actually.
The recent. Okay, you know what? I forgot the name of it, but I'm thinking that anime.
Okay, if Noah. Okay, pre Evil on Death. What's Noah watching as a kid?
Pokemon. I'm kidding.
Okay, from the anime that we talked about today, that was on these lists. I'm trying to think. He would probably watch Tower of God
Maybe. I can
or
see
God
that.
of High School. I could see
I
him
can see
watching.
that. I can see that.
I can see him watching God of High School.
Maybe. Yeah. Probably. Like that. He does like he's a kid. Maybe he'll just
Yeah.
enjoy some like.
I feel like kids would just be into mindless action. Because it sounds like that's what it was, because they skipped so much plot. It's fine.
Real quick.
what's up?
Blazing Black Heart asks, "Can I find Sky on YouTube or Twitch?" Sky.
I don't know, Sky, can we?
I do have a YouTube channel, but I haven't posted, but I don't actively create content. So even if I did give it to you, like there's barely anything. I mean, like, do you really want to? I mean, my channel is like, there's like one video there, I think. Wait, okay. There's multiple videos, but the last video that I posted was a year ago.
Said yes.
Yes, I do have Twitch, but I stream like once every like couple. It's mostly I think now that I'm a bit more busier in real life, there's less chance for me to stream, and it's also that it's summer here as well, and it's quite hot, and my laptop gets quite hot in general. So sometimes it's like, oh, like I don't want to stream, at least in this kind of weather, I don't want to stream for too long, because otherwise, like I don't like, because like my CPU goes up to like the high 90s. I don't want to kill it. Oh, thank you. I was just about to link to YouTube. I do have a Twitch. Oh, give me a sec.
Send the Twitch one as well. But yeah, I don't have anything else to add for today. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, sorry about that. My sister came in.
It's all good. Is that it from all of us?
Oh, wait, do you want me to link my Twitch?
Go ahead. I say she's in chat.
Yeah.
You can just go to her channel that's in chat.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, I say just type anything. There you go.
Yeah. So let's see. Like I actually don't understand why I follow this, because like I stream, because like I stream like once every couple of months. So
it's all good.
I followed it just for supporting a friend.
Yeah, that's it.
wow.
Same with me. All right. Well, that's gonna call it for us. Thank you guys for watching. We will see you guys next time. Yeah, ask more questions. We haven't really been getting questions, so please ask some questions and all that good stuff. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.